Hello, everyone. Welcome to Arbitrary Hero Presents Max's Mad Mythic Mercenaries. My name is Cameron. I am the interim DM as Max is absent today. We are running Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and I have a fun little one-shot. We're going to start with some introductions. Hannah, who are you playing today?
I am playing Hollyriese Go Delicately.
And who would you say Hollyriese is?
Oh, shit. She is a half-elf wizard. She's the
No,
little
that's
brunette.
what she does. Who is she?
Shut the fuck up, Cameron.
She's on the board. She's a little bit of a rich snob / nymphomaniac.
Awesome.
Sounds about right.
And Nate?
I am playing Rolan Jitoro. He is a former soldier from a military family, human mercenary fighter now. Wields a big old sharp stick and typically drinks at seedy taverns and takes jobs for whatever pays right.
And Cherie, who is Alu?
Alu is
Oh, and how do you pronounce her last name?
Dracar.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Alu is an Aasimar, so she's a fallen Aasimar rogue. She's pretty fragile, but she's sneaky and she's got a heart of gold.
And last but not least, we have Ian. Ian, who are you playing today?
My guy is Fen Merrick, and he's an elf. He was an orphan, I think, if I remember correctly, and he was banished at a young age from his kingdom or wherever he's from.
And also maybe an amnesiac.
He's Roland's brother-in-law, right? From my
Correct.
perspective as Wilhelm, I always thought he was like Roland's brother-in-law who came in from the city to visit, and then I found out later that his wife has passed away, correct?
He is a country bumpkin. He's definitely rural, and all of his friends are woodland creatures.
All right, so last time we played the group, Wilhelm included, we had just rescued Ranear and Floon, two buddies of Volo, and he gave us the deed to Trollskull Manor, which we went and visited, and we met the poltergeist, we made friends with him, and we just started talking about cleaning things up in the tavern and making it, hospitable for all of us. We've spent one night there now, and I guess I'd like to know out of the group who would be waking up first and kind of starting their day. This is the next morning after we've essentially just made friends with Leaf the poltergeist.
Me.
Not Roland.
Okay, Alu, tell me about your morning routine. How do you get up?
I guess it would depend on the day. I'm not really sure because it's still all new to have anybody else involved, but I'm sneaky, so I'd be like up early. And I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't quite gotten in touch with my character yet, Cameron.
That's okay. No, this is what we're all trying to figure out together, so no pressure there. So, Alu, you're one of the first early risers. Is there anyone else? Would Fen get up early if he's kind of a country boy?
I feel like Fen would be.
Up and down with the sun? Yeah, he would be.
Mainly because he probably didn't sleep because he's not used to being in a bed.
Goldilocks, the bed is too soft thing.
Or having
Wait,
loud
we don't
noises.
have beds?
No, there are beds in Trollskull
not used to
Manor.
having
He's saying
one.
that he is used to not
Because
having a bed.
he's like Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alu and Fen, you two wake up roughly around the same time, and we won't get into your rooms. I don't think we've had time to customize rooms yet, but it's before dawn. You're waking up right when the sun's just starting to peek out, and you make your way downstairs into this tavern area. This is kind of where, once things are fixed up, this would be the tap room in the manor. But you get down and you see kind of this one long table, and there's a little feast prepared. There's like pastries filled with jam and some fruits and a little tin of cream and a tin of powdered sugar, just all sorts of different stuff to enjoy. And
Yum.
yeah, it's great. And then while you're down there, you see also a note placed on the table in front of the fruit, like an envelope sealed.
Well,
I'd probably
would
grab a
vote,
fruit.
but I think probably, yeah, I don't think Ben wouldn't grab something to eat. Probably go for the note first.
Okay, so in the envelope are 4 other letters marked to Hollyriese, to Alu, to Rolan, to Fen. Behind them is a poster for a show, and on top is a note that reads, "To my new friends and business partners, I must bid you adieu this evening, as I'm pressed into service elsewhere. Do not fret, dearest compatriots. Please enjoy this breakfast and enjoy your day to yourselves. I know we've all been working hard getting the tavern cleaned out, and you've made great progress. In addition to this day of rest, I have gifts for each of you. Please enjoy, and my sincerest apologies for my absence. Yours truly, Wilhelm Swingpike."
Aw.
Of course, he would say it exactly like that.
We got treats, baby. All right, where are those gifts? I want them.
So the gift is kind of taking today off, having this nice meal prepared for you all, and then probably what is in each one of these letters directed at each of you individually.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
nice.
Alu would probably have, if there are any stools around, I would have grabbed a stool and be like eating an apple off my knife. While, Fen looks at this note. And if you would, I don't know, would you pass my envelope to me?
So I
Because I'll
think
take it, but I'm not like overly like curious.
so. Fen's gonna ask, "Do we wake the others?"
I feel like Alu's attitude would be like, well, let them get up on their own. I want to know what's going on.
All right, so yeah, Fen would hand you yours, and then he would open his.
Who would like me to read theirs first?
Fen would probably read his first.
Fen, your note reads, "To Fen, please take this ticket to a variety show at the Yawning Portal tonight. I know you're new in town and we don't know each other very well, but enjoy."
That's a terrible gift.
Fen doesn't know what to do with that.
Is this like a Yankee swap? Can we like trade them amongst ourselves?
This is
They
Dungeons
might
and
all be
Dragons. You can
tickets
do
to the
whatever you
same
want.
thing.
Let's find out. I can't wait to see what Roland gets.
Okay, so I would open mine. What's mine say, Cameron?
To Alu, my most alluring and mysterious compatriot, how you tempt me to delve into the depths hidden behind your eyes. I hope to get to know you better with time, as I hope you will know me better. To that end, my gift to you is this ticket to a variety show at the Yawning Portal tonight. Please come peer into my soul as I lay it bare on the stage this evening via the written word. May I bring you some merriment, provoke a thought, or tease out some sympathy. I shall always endeavor to provoke in you the same interest you
He's
provoke
just trying
in
to
me.
increase body count at his damn show.
Yeah, of course. We all got tickets.
What a schmuck. I guess we're going to this thing, aren't we?
Yeah, probably. But we're not gonna. After we've conferred, I don't feel like we'd wake anybody else up. We'll wait for them to wake up on their own.
So, Holly, you are a lady of luxury. You are not waking up next, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Roland would be the next one up, except that he's not an early riser habitually. It's just, well, he doesn't want to stay. He stays up late, but he just gets up just out of sheer habit. So he is like drooping, circles under the eyes, like I need my coffee, but nobody talk to me. That kind of style.
He smelled the rolls, didn't he, Nate?
Yeah. He
So
smells
your
food,
normal
and he's just like, yeah, exactly how I would normally be. Ugh, he's ugh.
Okay, so real quick, just while Roland is getting up, Alu and Fen, you notice, along with the individualized letters, is this poster that reads, "Tonight at the Yawning Portal, Rusty Big Hat presents an evening of wonder and spectacle."
Wondering what that was.
Tonight, the Yawning Portal.
All right, so Roland, what is your morning routine like?
So he's probably going to go out to the front porch, find a rain barrel, stick his head in it real quick.
Is his routine like he
pretty much.
tries to drown himself while he jerks off real quick?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Roland, not Cameron.
So gross. So gross.
And he'll shake it off, and he'll walk back in. He'll still like be somewhat dripping, but he will
Nate, why are
at
you
the
helping
table.
him? Come
I know,
on, man.
I know. I'm letting him ride the. Yeah, exactly. But he'll sit it down at the table and he will look at the letters. He won't reach for him, but he'll just be like, "What's that?"
You didn't even brush your teeth, man. Like,
He's gotta have his coffee first.
Yeah,
My dude.
exactly. No point in brushing your teeth if you're going to smell like coffee right afterwards. Plus, it ruins
Ugh.
the taste.
Yes, it does.
So that brings up an interesting thing I haven't thought about. Does coffee exist in Faerun and the Forgotten Realms?
Coffee's been around for a long time in the real world. I assume it would be known in this world. as well.
Coffee or its equivalent in this
Yeah.
world.
Or
sure,
a
I
tea.
mean, like,
I'll do a tea.
I mean, do cows like? Can you have a steak in this universe?
Of course you can.
Yeah, so you can have coffee too.
So he'll just be like, he'll with his half open eyes because it's still very bright out, even in here. He'll just look at the letters, the pile of letters, like, what is this?
One of us would pass you your envelope.
Okay. I will then stare at it real quick, flip it over. Okay. And I will open it up and read it. What does it say?
To Roland, I want you to know that I cherish our weekly tradition of sharing pints as we also share our triumphs and sorrows in life at the Red Door. Alas, I'm unable to honor our tradition this eve and must express my profound apologies for temporarily snuffing out a small bit of joy you take in your sad, solitary life. To make up for this grievous wound I've inflicted upon your heart, I offer up this ticket to a variety show at the Yawning Portal tonight. Please go with our new compatriots and, for my sake alone if needed, please reach out to them. These people can maybe, just maybe, fill the hole in your soul if you just
Good
let
morning.
I'll-
Yes. Cameron, how long did it take for you to write these? Because this sounds exactly like the flowery shit Wilhelm would
Yeah.
actually tell us.
them. Thanks, I tried
He's
to
letting the character
capture his
speak to him.
spirit.
He
So
is,
I
he-
will-
and
I
Feeling
will
it.
continue staring at it, but I will stop my focus on the actual letter and kind of like stare through it like you would if you were staring unfocused at a wall. And just like start thinking to myself, and I just say under my breath, like, fuck you.
Even if Wilhelm's miles away, he's still managing to annoy you with friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so I'm like, I'm assuming you all got something similar. He's telling me to take you to a show.
Yep.
I'm assuming it's his show.
Doesn't say anything about it being his show on the flyer, but
But didn't he say
He's-
that in one of our letters? Either mine or yours, I forget. He mentioned that he was going to be a good show. I think it was when he was hitting on
me.
Yeah.
Yellow.
He mentioned in the letter to Alu that he was writing the show. All right, 3 down, 1 to go.
Mhm.
The tavern is now kind of filled with the smell of sweet spirit and
Oh,
yeasted
yum.
bakeries. Hollyriese, what time of day do you get up?
Anytime between, we'll split the difference and say 11:30. Like anytime between 11 and noon, typically.
All right, we'll say Hollyriese sleeps in a little longer since this isn't her normal beautiful bed.
Yeah, I'm fairly awake now.
To the extent that we shower.
So after like a brief 15-20 minute kind of some yoga stretching, I do a little prayer to Agma in honor of my dad and shower. And then when I finally come downstairs, I sit at the table. I don't even question like where the food came from. Clearly some little helper has made this feast for us. So I sit down at the table and I start eating whatever is left over. And then I'm going to look over to Rolan and say in a very whiny voice, Rolan! Oh, can you give me some coffee? Coffee. Coffee. Please, Rolan, please.
And seeing as how it is 11:30, the coffee has been poured, like it has been thrown out since then
Yeah.
because it's cold
Please
by
make
now.
some more. Make more. Please.
And I probably will not have been looking at her, but you can visibly see my shoulders slump because in my mind I'm still sort of pseudo employed by her. So I will very deliberately, with all of the exasperation I can muster in my physical body language, never complaining out loud though, to go make new coffee for her.
Exactly like something you would do in actuality, Nathan. Nice.
Yep. And and it's just like, I grab a mug and I'm like, very robotically exaggerated motions, and then very slowly slide the mug over to her, and then go back to my business.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So right
by
now,
the way, you probably got mail.
Mail?
You got mail?
Unless I miss my guess, there's one here for each of us. You're our buddy, Wilhelm.
Oh, that son of a bitch. Okay.
He gave us show tickets.
Okay.
Maybe you already have it. I don't know. But he gave us show tickets.
Well, where's my letter?
I'll hand her. I guess I'll hand her letter that she obviously did not see on the table in front of her.
I love it.
This is not a very likable crew.
All right.
No, we haven't bonded yet.
And she opens it up, and what does it say?
My fairest Hollyriese, whose captivating features are surpassed only by the beautiful mind they contain. I leave to you this ticket to a variety show at the Yawning Portal tonight. Please take this evening away from your studies and rest your wrinkled brain. May I assure you, any wrinkles added to your face from lines of laughter will only enhance and mature your lovely visage. P.S. Your mother asks that you leave poor Durnan alone. He's old enough to be your father. That's what she said.
So Hollyriese actually starts getting choked up a little bit. So she's so excited and happy with the tickets, but then she's just like, oh, you son of a bitch, you beautiful son of a bitch.
That's wicked funny. Why was he nicest to me?
He doesn't know you as well.
Maybe.
So
our relationship's more professional.
Whatever you guys want to do for the rest of the day, the show doesn't start as you can see from the flyer, right? Tonight at the Yawning Portal, Rusty Big Hat presents an evening of wonder and spectacle. They've got at least 3 different shows. It says there's many other guests to be announced. It's not on the flyer, but we'll say it's like an 8 p.m. curtain call. Show up at 7 for some drink and stuff ahead of time. You've got time to spend throughout your day. Until then, we can either spend time doing whatever you guys want, or we can fast forward to showing up at the actual tavern.
I think.
Go ahead, Nate.
Okay, I think Rolan would probably be expected to be the handyman around here, right? Whether or not he's actually good at it. It just seems like I would be the handy guy, so I would start doing I've been slowly, to the best of my abilities, fixing up the place.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's only been a day, and it's still in clear out the old stuff mode.
Yeah, so maybe I'm just a mover.
Yeah, that's my DM hand wave to let Max kind of tell us what actually needs to be fixed up, since I don't know. But right now, you guys are just kind of moving clutter out into the street. So yeah, you guys can spend some time doing that.
Yeah. So that's what I would be doing.
Yeah, that's probably how we'd spend most of the day. If there's any, we don't know if there's any actual other jobs that we're required to take care of. I don't know. I'm a team. I don't think there's anything that I have pressing.
You guys have fun. I'm gonna go not do this.
Study.
You're not here for the manual labor.
Lady.
Which is funny to me. I love that Hollyriese leaves because she's the only one that knows prestidigitation.
Yeah.
She could make it so much easier for everyone else, but she is not the help.
Yeah.
No, she's not the help.
So normally, if this were The Witcher and I had to wait until nightfall for the actual mission or quest to begin, I would
play a children's card game,
go farming, for XP, or I would meditate.
You meditate for 6 hours.
I meditate for 6 hours.
Yeah.
All right, works for me.
Great. So Fen is meditating. Roland schlepping shit.
I'm doing the actual
Hollyriese
work around it.
left.
Yep.
So,
I might do some work, but it depends. I'd be more focused about like where I'm willing to help.
yeah, let's say
Like if
you
there was
guys.
like a location that I kind of claimed for myself, I'd be helpful.
Sure.
I can say like, do you want to paint? Do you want to lacquer? You want to do what? Like, reseal everything.
Yeah.
Make
While
everything
all
watertight.
this
I have no delicate hand.
while all this boring stuff happens, the camera is going to fade to black, and then
Okay.
we're going to get that sweeping pan above the city of Waterdeep that
Uh-huh.
comes in onto the Yawning Portal.
You mean
Uh,
like the beginning of like Muppet Christmas? They're just,
Exactly like the beginning
Yes.
of Muppet Christmas.
All right.
Waterdeep,
And we're back
greatest
where we
city
began.
in all the Forgotten Realms. In
Uh-huh.
these fabled streets, heroes are forged, adventures begun. We're gonna smash cut to 7 p.m. where you have all gathered at the Yawning Portal to hear some tales of glory from a troupe of traveling performers. So now, hopefully, since I'm not trying to make camera or lighting stuff complicated, you guys are at the entrance of the tavern, the tap room of the Yawning Portal. Do you guys all see that?
Yep.
Yes.
Beautiful. So feel free to move around and mingle. The center, that is the Yawning Portal that it's famous for. It's a giant well that goes down into the under mountain below the city. There's people around. What you guys can see, actually, I can check what everyone's passive perception is. Let's see, 13, 12, 11, 12. Okay. What Rolan can see, because he has the highest passive perception, a quick scan of the room, you see the stage up above you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there is not a free seat on this floor. You do see Durnan over at the bar. He's got a little cat that's just like drinking at a little saucepan. You
Hey,
see
buddy.
that Fen has died. He has fallen down the well.
Yeah.
He's broken his back, and he'll never walk again.
Yep.
Yeah. Why are you like floating in the middle of the Yawning Portal?
Why not?
Why not?
Oh,
So,
okay.
as you guys walk around, Durnan kind of waves you in. You walk a little closer. Let me, real quick, take a look at what I just rolled. So what you see as you walk past the table, you see this young lady, Bonnie. She is a waitress at the Yawning Portal, and you see her grab the drinks at a table and just chuck everything into the Yawning Portal after one of the customers made a crude remark. You hear the clatter of everything falling down for a little while, and then you hear a loud belch at the bottom of the Yawning Portal. So Fen and
Jedi?
yeah,
Yeah,
Fen
Sarlacc
and
pit.
Holly, you guys approach Durnan, and he says, "Oh, I see you're here with Wilhelm's tickets. That gets you some seats upstairs are reserved for you, and it gets you these." And he pours a drink for each of you. This is it's called Welcomer's Ale.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you, Durnan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not paying for this shit, are we?
No, that's part of your ticket.
Damn right. Is it an open bar now? Is this like a...
These, you get one drink free.
You get drink tickets.
All right, good enough.
It's not like Fen's a lush, man.
Yeah.
Well, no, he has to make his own moonshine out in the...
The boonies. Yeah.
I guess what do you guys do with your drinks? Do you just hold them till you go to wherever you're trying to find a seat?
Yeah, I'm looking
Oh,
for
I'll go
some dark corner to.
Depends on what kind of drink it is.
Oh, we're not allowed up to our seats yet because I was gonna go up and just sit.
You can't. So where you guys are now, let's say from where you guys are now, we are going to reveal there are some booths back here, but they're already filled. You can assume that up above you next to the stage, there's probably some additional booths. But yeah, Durnan points you up. He's like, your table is up top.
Are those spirally arrow pie charts? Or those like the stairs?
Absolutely. And if you make your way over, I can, using my DM magic, teleport you to the next floor.
Okay, then let's do that.
Drinks in hand, going upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So Alu comes up.
Can I ask?
And then
Are we? Is my drink sort of
wrong stairs.
tawny and amber colored?
Yeah, go.
Your drink, Tawny, and maybe. Why?
I would like to know what exactly I've been served here.
You have been served an ale. So if you guys scroll the camera on the map to the right, you'll see the second floor, and that's where you guys are now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
And as I guess if you guys come up from the different stairways, so who grabbed drinks from Durnan? Did everyone grab a drink?
I did.
Yeah, I'll say I did.
Okay, everyone grabbed a
Yeah, I
drink.
think we all did.
Holly and Rolan, as you step up, Rolan especially, let me, hold on. I'm doing my dia rolls off camera. Okay, Rolan, as you step up, you hear someone say, Rolan!
And I'll stop and do a quick scan in the direction that I thought I heard someone's name.
And you see Yagra Stonefist. She kind of gives you the professional, like, sup.
Yeah.
And then she kind of
give her
beckons
that.
you this way.
All right. Yeah.
Is
I
she
will
the
give
one
her
in
the
blue?
chin nod, and I will head over to her as well.
She is the orc that sits right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So not the one in blue, the one beneath
Yeah.
it.
You see,
I will.
yeah.
Who's the
I'll head over
blue?
there. Flip my chair around, and
Is that supposed to be
put my
our
mug on the
table?
Yeah,
Well,
there's
I mean, I
empty
gotta-
seats at this table.
I got invited to the cool kids table. I don't know about the rest of you, but
Yeah.
Wait,
as
we're
you
with
approach
the
table,
orc?
what?
We're with the orc?
Yeah, so you guys will remember this is Yagra, who was in a tussle at this very bar the first time you guys came together in Waterdeep.
yeah.
Yeah, that is the table where she's sitting, the table that Wilhelm reserved for us.
Yes.
You
Get ready for some
motherfucker.
racism.
Yeah. The other person you see at this table is a human mage. You can tell because they look very nerdy and scholarly. They are trashed at this point. They are just on the table, kind of sleeping, muttering to themselves about how no one seems to care about immortality, and they've been kicked out of so many
God
different
damn it.
universities. And they kind of,
That's funny.
Fen, you politely shovel him off to a corner to make room for yourself at the table,
That's
if you
funny.
so choose. Yeah, so you guys are settled up at this table, and Yagra says, I'm actually super glad that I got to run into you all here. You will not believe the day I had. And she kind of looks around, and she's like, that other guy's gone, right? He's not going to bother us. I want to make sure we have... I try to get a booth, but the booths are all taken. I just want to make sure I can talk to you guys in private for a second.
Yeah, I'll do like a quick Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, Nate, Roland, make a perception roll.
Okay. Now, do you want us to use the in-game roller, or do you care if we use other dice?
For these purposes, let's use the in-game roller just so the audience can see.
All right, cool. Let me do that.
As
Nate
DM, my
wants to
rolls will
use
be
his
hidden, but
fancy
everyone
dice.
else can do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We don't trust you,
I
Nate.
feel like
Once there's a camera on your dice, we're not going to trust you.
Oh, okay.
You're okay, baby.
All right, I will.
I'd probably do this too because I'd be more more perceptive.
that is a 14.
Absolutely. So, Alu, if you want to do the same thing, in that center column, you can find perception. There's a number you can
Yeah,
add to a
plus
d20.
3.
Yep.
And then, yeah, so I rolled a 14.
Perfect.
Yes. Did that work? Nope. I
I think
always
you have to
forget
type
how.
rolling.
Yeah, or you can, or there's a drop down
over on the
bar
left.
on the left side that looks like a D20.
Left side. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you,
You click
pick
on
your
the,
d20.
you click on
and
that
then-
symbol, and you'll have a dice roller menu come up.
That is
Roll
not
three,
what
yeah.
I meant to do. I'm
You know
sorry.
what? We'll say that you had super advantage. Your eagle eyes peer around. You not only see everyone in the Yawning Portal, in your mind, your consciousness zooms out into all of Waterdeep.
I mean, she
And
rolled a 39.
for a moment, you are one with the entire city, and
One
you
with nature.
inhale as the earth inhales, and you exhale as the earth exhales, and you say, "Yeah, we're okay."
Yeah, she reached Nirvana with that roll.
Yep.
No kidding.
Sorry.
So,
No, you're good.
Yagra kind of, she looks around and she says, "I want to thank you all for getting me out of trouble last time. And word's gotten around about you guys looking for Floon and then Reiner and that whole mess. And I wanted to share with you something I found today off of a drow that I had an unfortunate confrontation with, that I think might be useful for related to what you guys are doing." And she pulls out a bottle, a small glass bottle with a stopper. And on it is a symbol that you can't really make out. I guess I'm trying to think. Who is a native Waterdavian?
Probably
Holly
Hollyriese.
Hollyriese
and
would be.
Alu. Alu, are you
Yeah.
native to the city also?
Yeah, technically my family is because we're fallen, but we're like Holly and I went to school here.
Gotcha. Give me, both of you give me history checks. Same thing, roll a d20, add the history number.
Okay, let's see what my history is. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So guys,
That's-
when you do this, just click on the thing and then use the third box in your advanced roll area.
No, I know.
You just roll
So-
a 20.
That's
Right.
fine.
But I feel like, okay, so this is where roll 20 is not helpful because I feel like if I hit d20 and 5, then that should be a d20 plus 5,
Right.
not
So let me explain that real
Right.
quick.
d20 times
So
5.
the thing you want to hit to be helpful is there's an option called advanced dice roller. Do you see that option?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go to that.
Hit that, and then
Oh my gosh.
so
And
now
then do your
the
1d20
box,
plus
yeah, the first
whatever.
box is how many you roll. The second box is what you roll, and then you can add a straight number to it.
I know shit about the history of Waterdeep.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Hollyriese.
That seems very inaccurate.
Yeah,
I must just be pissed now.
yeah.
I drank too much.
Hollyriese, you recognize not a ton about this, but you recognize that this has the symbol on it of a Menzo Baronzin longsword. What that is a city in the Underdark that is known for drow, which are dark elves, essentially elves that live underground, evil elves, as your family would think of them.
Okay, so I'll announce that to the team. This is a symbol for evil elves.
Okay.
Yagra kind of looks at you and she's like, "Yeah, that's where I got it from."
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing with drow? How did you even get this?
And she kind of sits up a little straighter and she's like, professional courtesy says that I'm gonna give you a pass on asking that sort of question, but you don't need to know where it came from. The
Yeah,
point is,
I'll give her like a thanks. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
She didn't know any better.
but she's like, the point is, I think it might be helpful for you guys, and I can't get this thing open. Like I've been I've been trying and trying to kind of crack this thing open. And as she's like pulling at the stopper, two people approach up the stairs. And can anyone tell me, I guess Holly and Alu, again, you guys are the natives, correct? So let me add, let me pull.
I mean, I'm a long-time resident.
There's like a specific background I'm looking for.
Yeah, we're old money.
I'm no money.
So you want another history check or
give me just
perception
a moment.
check?
Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to roll against your passive perception. What is Alu's? Yours is... Oh, yours
Son,
is...
why do you keep jumping into
13.
the Yawning Portal?
Okay.
Curiosity.
Alu, you notice two men, kind of with a little bit of swagger, coming out of the stairs on the far end. And if you point them out, Hollyriese and you can check them out. If not, if you just want to kind of give them a once-over, let me get an intelligence check. It's pure intelligence. So your intelligence modifier is just +1. Roll a d20 and add 1. Yep.
Yep, got it.
Nice. Okay, so you... you recognize these two as a gentleman called Grady and Dwindlejoy, and they're a notorious pair of fixers in Waterdeep. They kind of work as jacks of all trades. They might do a little spying, they might steal a little something. You might have run into them a couple times in your line of work indirectly. You haven't really had a conversation with them, but you know the names.
I know who they are.
Yeah, they might crack skulls for whoever has the means to pay them. But they come up and they're just kind of surveying around the room, kind of just scanning and kind of they're walking forward, they're mingling with the crowd, but you can tell that there is a sense of purpose with them walking.
Looking for something.
Yeah, and Yagra takes notice of them also.
Yeah, I'd point them out as well.
When she sees them, she puts the bottle away. She kind of puts that away.
So they're infiltrating.
Yeah, they're walking forward. I guess by this point they see you guys. And they will kind of now with some speed, not running over, but kind of make their way over. Oh, there we go.
I will while they're doing that, I will under my breath without trying to like move my lips as little as possible. I will ask Yagra, I'm like, these friends of yours or not?
And she says, no, I've hired them out for an odd job here too, but I didn't plan on meeting with them here.
Got it.
Can Hollyriese talk with them?
Well, now, yeah. So if you want, now that you're this close, Holly, you can make your own intelligence check.
Sure.
All right. So, Hollyriese, your intelligence modifier is +3. So you roll a d20 +3 and see what we get. Did you? Oh, damn. You rolled a... Okay. You know a lot about everything. So you know the same thing that Alu knows. You also know that Grady, the gentleman that goes by the name of Belwish Grady, he is said to obey instructions that appear by magic inside his left boot every day. No one knows who plants these instructions. Grady believes that it's a fairy. Other people have suggested that Dwindlejoy kind of puts them, but he writes, or maybe he just writes them down himself at night in fits of insanity. You also know that Dwindlejoy has kind of an odd, he has an odd intonation in the way he speaks, and he kind of ignores conversations that aren't focused around him, and he is terribly afraid of fire. So you got these guys' number, but they'll kind of walk up, and Dwindlejoy, being kind of the front man of the duo, he says, "Hello, we are here to speak with Yagra. Could we
Hollyriese
have this table?"
Hollyriese looks at them and she says, "Hi. What was the first guy's name?"
It was Dwindlejoy, I think.
Mary Dwindlejoy is the one that's speaking.
Mary, and what was the other one? Baelish?
Belwish Grady.
Okay. Hi, Mary, Baelish, Grady.
It's Belwish.
Okay. Please don't take offense. Like, relax.
If
No
none's
offense.
offered, none's taken.
Great.
May we have this table for just a moment to talk to our friend Yagra?
I am so sorry, but you may not. We are here to see Wilhelm perform, and this table is specifically reserved for us, his wealthiest patrons.
Dwindlejoy says, "Well, that's unfortunate. Yagra, could you please come with us for but a moment? We have some business that would interest you."
Can I... Oh, do I have a spell for fire?
So on your spells, you should see cantrips, which you can
mine.
cast
Yeah,
with
really.
basically no cost, and then
accurate.
spells that cost you, you can cast only so many a day. I
Right.
guess, is anyone else doing anything while Holly is looking in the back of her mind for how she may light these
So,
gentlemen on fire?
When they ask Yagra to come with them, I will like slowly make a face at Alu, like, "You gonna go find out what that is?" You know.
Ben is
And-
wondering why don't we just ask him to join us?
Well, it's
We
gonna
don't trust them.
You
Well, it sounds
can.
like we're gonna talk
Ben
about
can
business.
absolutely ask them to
but
join.
I'd like to kind of like hear what they got going on.
I mean, if Fen wants to ask them to join us, that's fine.
Friends.
I'm
close,
ready to
and
pick
close.
Yagra's pocket. Like, if they're gonna like drag Yagra away, I saw the way she like snuckily hid the shit she was trying to share with us.
You could
So,
try that, Alu,
if
if you
she's
so
leaving-
wish.
I'm picking her pocket.
You want to
I mean-
try and pick her pocket now?
You can-
So-
Not unless she's leaving. Like, I feel
ladies
like I
are
don't need
all
to.
terrible people.
Yagra's not looking like she's not scared of them, but she is not going with these guys.
She's okay. So for picking of pockets, that's a sleight of hand, right?
So what you say is, I want to pick the pocket, and then I, as the DM, tell you it's sleight of hand.
Which one? Okay, I would like to pick the pocket.
Yes. Please
I
make
would like
a
to roll
sleight
to be
of
able to
hand
do
check.
that.
And let me make sure I know exactly what you have to beat. These guys are these guys. All right. I know. Go ahead.
Alright. 15.
A 15. You get your hand. Oh, actually, I should check to see if Yagra notices, because you did not tell her what you were doing. Okay.
Yeah,
so-
no.
So Grady and Dwindlejoy don't notice, but Yagra feels a hand in her pocket, and she kind of steps up and steps back all of a sudden. And then she like thinks about it for a second, and she realizes that maybe that's not what that shouldn't have been her immediate first reaction. And then Dwindlejoy says, "If we're all being frank with each other, we're here because Yagra has something that belongs to our employer for the evening. We're not here to fight. And as he's talking, kind of Dwindlejoy is walking behind the group, kind of, friendly hand pats around on the back. And he says, we could even pay for that bottle. Name your price.
Can you, can you remind me what the light weapon does? Is that literally just light or is that fire?
Light weapon?
I don't think there's a spell called light weapon. That's an attribute. A weapon might be a lightweight.
Under my weapons, I have crossbow, light,
Yeah, that means it's lightweight. And I don't think we're allowed to have weapons in here.
No, you do have your weapons in the bar. Hollyriese, what you should remember is that you are a wizard.
I know.
There is a spell called Ray of Frost. That is a cantrip that is free to cast. That'll probably do more damage than you trying to shoot someone and getting poor Fen in the eye.
Okay,
Thank you very much, Cameron.
I want to shoot a ray of frost at Dwindlejoy.
Okay. So,
why is Hollyree's first instinct to be hostile?
So aggro.
Why can't we all just get along?
yeah, I mean, yeah. So Hollyreese, do you have a wand as your focus or a quarterstaff?
It's a quarterstaff, I believe.
Okay. So you lift, it's going to take you a moment. You lift your quarterstaff kind of up on the table, and as you do, there is a very loud crash down below, kind of right over here from your level. With the magic of Roll20 and the easily accessible tools that we have, you guys can quickly shift your camera over to the first level, and you see a carriage has just busted through this wall here. That's what that red box represents.
Oh, wow.
It is it's like one of those classic Waterdevian double-decker carriages.
Wait, through the wall, like Kool-Aid Man style?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Okay. It knocks this table and these people who are attending the show over. This table is now hanging over the edge of the Yawning Portal. Two people are... Actually, this person died. They just fell in. They're dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Things are getting fucking real, man.
This person ran the fuck over. They are also... we're going to kill them.
Wow. Life is cheap.
These poor folks.
Yeah.
Well, all the movement is happening down below. I have not lost sight of what's going on up here.
Let me. This is all happening in a split second. Let me tell you everything that happens, and then we will let you react to it. So the carriage crashes through, and I need to go back to where that happened. Speaking of which, this is what we're running is a one-shot Adventurers League adventure. Which we'll have to talk about how we think about this afterwards. So, the carriage crashes through. There, a bundle of magic broomsticks. There's that person that got run over. They had a suitcase with them, and in that suitcase was a bundle of magic broomsticks, as represented by these. These are, I don't know if you guys can tell, but these are definitely broomsticks.
Mm-hmm. Definitely by the picture.
That look like swords.
Yep. They go flying, and the broomsticks are animated, and they start harassing people. They're not like killing people, but they are essentially trying to sweep up the trash. And in this,
and all the people are the trash.
Classist wizard's view of the world, it's the commoners that are the trash.
Awesome.
When that happens, everyone, let's roll initiative. Let's see if this happens before or after.
Okay.
That's
me see.
just our regular D20, right?
Plus whatever your initiative bonus is.
So on your sheet, there's next
It
to the
also-
shield,
yeah.
there's a hexagon that says initiative.
Yeah. There's
Oh, yeah,
also
okay. I
whatever your dex bonus is also your initiative bonus. All right, I got a
And
9.
Nate, you're gonna have to remind me how to actually. pull
Man,
up
I am
initiative.
sucking
there
at
it
these
is.
rolls
There it is.
tonight.
Okay, we're gonna clear all the turns.
Could not have rolled
then-
lower if I tried.
Don't worry,
Okay.
it's just initiative. That means you don't gotta go first.
So let's
Ollie.
add
that's
them in.
not necessarily a good thing.
Let's go in order. Roland, what is your initiative?
I got a 9.
I want to add turn. Give you a 9. All right. Fen, what is your initiative?
21.
21.
Of course, I roll that for initiative.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Holly,
When I
what
rolled
is
to get
your
out of the way of
initiative?
the crossbow
5.
bolt, I rolled a 1.
5. Alu, what is your initiative?
3.
So Fenn's gonna get way out ahead of us. And
Great.
gonna...
Perfect position to be shot in the back of the head with a crossbow.
Let's see what Yagra
Yeah.
rolls.
Do it.
Yagra rolled pretty decent. I think she, yeah. Where is she at? There she is. And
Go potty.
our buddies, you got there, and you got and then the broomsticks. Let's do all the broomsticks at once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Then
they
if you-
each have
If you go
their
to the
own.
settings, you can also have them go in descending order. It'll auto sort for you.
Yes, we will do that.
Jeez.
Okay. I don't. Can you guys actually see the turn order?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. So the carriage crashes through. The broomsticks go everywhere. The wreck tips a table of patrons into the well, so they're hanging off the edge of the Yawning Portal. It also smashes a brazier on a pole that knocks an oil lamp over, that lights some drapes on fire, that basically causes a chain reaction of little fires that this cat had been wandering over here during your conversation, and now it looks like the cat is trapped between the wreckage and the flames, and it might burn to death. All right.
Oh no.
When the wreck happens, it almost as if he was ready for this. Mary Dwindlejoy, he grabs into Yagra's cloak and tries to pull out her a little bottle, and we are gonna have them make opposing strength checks. Okay, so Mary is able to grab a bottle, and he is running in the opposite direction. Alu, you do have an attack of opportunity as he dashes away.
Yeah, I would want to be
1, 2,
sneaky.
3,
Is he holding
4,
it, or did he like
5,
grab it and
6,
stash it?
Huh?
Is he holding it, or did he grab it and stash it?
He is holding it, so he grabs it in his right hand and turns, so it's kind of on the far side away from you.
Okay. So, I'm not really sure
Right
what.
now, we're gonna say I can mark
like-
him. I can say he's got the bottle. There we go. Everyone can see that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm definitely going to attack him.
Yes.
I probably would use my dagger, and
Sure
I'm
thing.
gonna like. I don't necessarily want to kill him, but I definitely want to stop him from.
Stab him in the hand.
I mean, honestly, my character, she's more likely going to like hit him in the throat and hold the knife to his neck and be like, "You're not going anywhere. Give it back."
Is this your character or you?
So
My
you can-
character's not unsimilar to me,
All
dear.
characters just extensions of
Yeah,
ourselves.
you can't. What's the rule on grappling attacks?
So it's
I'm
you. If you want to,
sure.
if you want to grapple, it'll be a strength check versus either their strength or dex.
Yeah,
it'll be
so-
it'll be either your athletics versus their athletics or acrobatics, one of the two.
So, Alu, it is up to you. You can try and attack him with the dagger
Acrobatics?
or try and grab him.
All right, I think
Yeah.
acrobatics is probably.
Well, you don't have a choice in the matter. They can choose whether or not they use.
Yeah,
athletics
they'll
or
pick what they're
acrobatics.
better at.
It'll be your athletics, I'm pretty sure.
My athletics. Okay,
Mhm.
that's unfortunate, but okay. Strength athletics, it doesn't make any difference, and I rolling a d20.
D20.
Yes.
All actions are D20.
Just making sure.
Mm-hmm. Love.
Seriously, motherfucker! Why does
So-
my character suck tonight?
Mary
Sorry, y'all,
rolled
I'm not
a
watching this.
21.
Great.
So
Crap.
you reach out to grab him, and he slaps your hand away as he dashes away. Fen, it is your turn.
Okay, so I think we're still trying to stop him.
There's a
I
lot
would
going
I
on.
would just be able to
You-
pick her
you can-
pocket in the first place. It would have been a non-issue.
You can go after the guys. You can go after the people that are going to fall to their deaths. You can save the cat. You can do whatever you want to do.
Okay, so I don't think I can save the cat because he's downstairs and on the other side of the place. Right? So I think that might be out of the question.
One of
However,
us can do it.
I do have a bow, don't I?
Yep.
Yes.
Can I Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor style, like pin him to the ground with like my bow?
You can make an attack. I don't know that
wanna
he's
kill him.
booking it. If you get his clothes, it'll probably just tear. He's not wearing
What?
something sturdy.
Can I pick something off the table and just throw it across the room and
Whip him.
clock
Whip
him in the
him.
head?
Sure, yeah, you can do that. It probably is less effective than your bow, but you can try.
Well, I don't want to kill him. Like
That's fair.
Yeah.
You can
if I
absolutely
use the
throw
bow, is there a
something at his head.
possibility I'm going to kill the dude?
Probably not.
Arrows are dangerous, pointy weapons.
Right,
As you well know.
She knows this because he got hit in the back of the head.
right. I damn near died from one. So, I'm kind of feeling like I want to do the same thing effectively. He's far away from me already, right? He's on the other side of this room.
He's not out of bow and arrow range. You can hit him with a bow. You can try and if you throw something at him, I'm gonna say, what's your strength?
You're a really good marksman. You can
I'm gonna
hit
say
him
you'll
in the
have
shoulder with an
disadvantage trying to
arrow
peg
if
him
you-
with a.
Acrobatic and athletic, though. So is Fen.
You should hit him with your bow and aim for the shoulder that has the bottle in that same thing.
Wing him. Just wing him.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
try to wing him. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. So that'll be a ranged attack.
Yeah, so on your sheet it should say like a plus number next to attack on your bow.
Like it's a hit number.
Where's my bow? A longbow, I have +7 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do that.
So
fuck
roll a
thing.
d20 and add 7.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's a beefy boy.
Well,
Yeah, if you don't roll a 4.
And then watch me roll a 1 here. Here we go.
do it. Do it.
Eh,
12. Still,
I think
I
that's
mean,
12 hits.
12 hits. All right.
yay! I
Then
didn't kill
roll.
him, right?
Then roll for damage. We'll see.
All right.
It's a
And-
longbow or a short bow.
It is a longbow, so I 1d8 +3, I guess. I get 3 for what?
It just
3 for your dex.
yeah, you don't need to worry about the math. 1d8 plus 3, just roll that shit.
Got it. I was just curious. 1d8
Um,
+3.
Yeah. Okay.
We takes 6 damage.
Nice.
All right.
I mean,
you,
hey, even with that lousy roll, you did better than
Yeah.
me.
Is there
Mhm.
anything else you would like to do?
Well, I'm curious. What is that? I guess we are trying to kill him. I guess we got to incapacitate him, right?
Yeah.
If you're smacking a
Chasing
person,
down.
bows and arrows you can't, but if you're like punching or swinging a sword or something, you can declare your damage non-lethal, and you're just trying to knock him out. It's hard to do that with a bow and arrow.
Does he at least like stagger and slow down? Because I think it seems to me.
No, he's still booking it. He's still going. He's got
So
an
he's
arrow
moving.
in the shoulder, but he's still moving.
All right, so that was pointless.
Okay.
We could probably follow the blood trail.
Yeah.
Great.
We have to track him down.
Correct.
Yagra runs over and she's gonna take a swing at Belwish, and she will hit. All right, she does that much damage to Belwish, and it is Belwish's turn. Belwish is between the two of you, which is a position he does not like to be in, so he is going to disengage as an action to step away from Alu. He can't do that twice in a turn, so as he runs, Yagra is going to get another attack on him. Okay. And it is... Oh, now it's Mary's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is down the stairs. And he is moving kind of... He's got a bunch of broomsticks in his way, so he is slowed up at that point, but he is down the stairs. Rolan, it is your turn.
Okay, how high up in the balcony are we?
You're like,
how
I mean,
Cat Nate. Save
it's
the
like
cat.
15 feet.
15 feet?
It's like a little vaulted balcony.
Okay. I'm going to shoulder my glaive on, and then I'm going to book it. I'll say I'll get him downstairs, and I'm going to run over to the balcony here, and just vault over it. Fall damage will be fine.
Well, let's see. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics, I should be pretty good at that. That's
It's
plus
basically
5.
just checking to see if your knees can take it.
Yeah. All right. Roll. That's an unnatural 20.
Yeah, so you hop
tuck and
down
roll.
straight
Hop back
away. You roll high enough that you can choose not to land on this commoner if you choose not to.
Yeah, I'll try not to land on anybody if I can help
You
it.
choose not to. Nate,
All
were
right.
you thinking maybe you should?
Well, it would be one step. It would be 5 steps closer to the guy if
Yeah.
you land on a person.
Yeah.
But you are now down on the
person-
first floor.
All right. How much movement do you think that would cost me overall out of my 30 feet of movement?
That
I
was
don't
like
think vertical
to the
vertical
corner,
drops
right?
count.
Where did he start out?
One.
We'll call it 15 feet. We'll call it 15
I
feet.
started
was-
here.
Yeah, 15 feet is what I'll call it.
Okay, cool. So in that case, I have 15 more feet, and then the exit to this place is behind me, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to run towards him. 1, that's 5, 10, 15. And I will ready an action. I will hold my action. If he comes within 10 feet of me, I will start attacking him with my glaive.
Sure thing.
But until then, that will be what I do.
All right, Hollyriese, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to. Is the whole balcony open?
Yes, so if you stand like here, you can essentially shoot down on the broomsticks and Mary.
Okay. So that's what I want to do. And I want to use a Ray of Frost, which is 1d8 plus 5.
Do you have to
I
roll
think.
to hit on it? Plus 5.
Yeah.
So you roll a d20 plus 5 to hit.
D20 plus 5. Okay.
Oh yeah, you hit him.
Oh hell yeah! All right, then roll a d8, and that'll be your damage.
And the lovely thing about Ray of Frost is you slow him down. He now moves 10 feet less every turn.
Nice.
Yay,
All right, so
good job,
six
Holly.
cold damage to him.
All right.
Aha.
All right.
Marmaduke
The cat's
is a
name is
cat.
Marmaduke.
The
That's
cat's
awesome.
name is
Supposed to
Marmaduke.
be a Great Dane.
Yes.
It's a shape-shifting cat.
Is that like the house cat? Like everybody in the crew, like all the regulars know this cat is Marmaduke?
Yeah, so I
Probably.
can actually tell you exactly about this cat. Let me find it because he's in here. Marmaduke. Durnan leaves a saucer of milk out for the stray ginger tomcat each morning, but he'd prefer if the old kitty had found a proper home. That's Marmaduke.
He's a ginger cat, guys. He needs to be saved.
I'm on the ground level. You guys can either help the people.
people.
You guys can either help the people up there or come down here with me.
Yeah. So I think in turn order, Max isn't joining us, so Maximus is still passed out up top. In turn order, the last thing was Hollyriese blasting her ray of frost at Mary. It's going to be the broomsticks, and then Alu, and then we'll go back to the top of the order with Fen again. So,
Okay.
the broomsticks get the next move, and the broomsticks, they're not like, there's not a consciousness, they were just in someone's suitcase, and they got scattered around everywhere. And since they are magical broomsticks, they want to do the thing that magical broomsticks want to do, which is move around and clean stuff up. So they're going to come
Mickey
and
in
start.
trouble with Yensid.
Say that again?
Get Mickey in trouble with Yensid.
Yeah. They're going to come up and start attacking commoners. So that is a miss. This one's going to attack Mary. That is a... Oh, that actually hits him because he is just... What is his armor class again? Oh, yeah, that smacks him. He takes... It kind of, as he's running, this broomstick just kind of trips him up. Knocks him into him just a little bit. Then these broomsticks, this one is beating on this guy who, actually, I'm going to move him over here to show that he is kind of hanging over the edge. This broomstick is smacking on this guy in the, holding, you know, by the tips of his fingers, screaming for someone to help him. It does not smash his fingers enough to make him lose his grip. And then these two are going out. Rusty Big Hat, she can definitely dodge a broomstick, no problem. And this commoner, he gets smacked around. That broomstick critted on him.
Nice.
This commoner is knocked unconscious by the broomstick.
Oh, that's almost as embarrassing. You get shot in the back of the head, point blank, with a crossbow.
Yeah. Okay, Alu, it is your turn.
Wait a minute.
So
Why is that embarrassing for Fen? I disagree with this assessment. I think it's embarrassing for person who's not Fen.
Oh, Hollyriese is not embarrassed at all. No shame.
It's not embarrassable, apparently.
That's exactly the correct.
Damn it. Fine.
Yeah, so Alu,
Okay.
to remind you, you're up here with Fen and Yagra.
Yeah, I'm right here.
So Holly has come up to the edge of the balcony and she's firing. Rolan, he jumped off the edge of the balcony on the first floor. This stair over on your left leads you closer to the front entrance. If you want to try and cut Mary off, or if you want to chase him, these stairs or jumping off the edge of the balcony are options for you.
So I'm definitely going to jump off the balcony because that's more my style.
Yeah, do that shit.
One.
And Alu, you can choose to make either an athletics or acrobatics check. So
I feel like acrobatics would be more.
Yeah, absolutely.
appropriate.
So
Okay,
roll a d20 and add for you.
6.
Yes.
Okay, so. See if we get any decent.
That's pretty good.
16's not bad. You land just fine. And where you're jumping off, you have the benefit of this person arresting your fall. They will be knocked unconscious.
I'm okay with that. I'm not worried about them.
Do you really have a 6 modifier in acrobatics?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
damn.
I need to be able to get into places and sneak around.
Here, let
I'm
me-
over here with all this
Well, she
like
probably
big
has
dick
expertise.
energy, thinking I'm gonna do my acrobatics with my +5 modifier, and you're in here with your +6. You suck.
Well, so you're trying to compare yourself to a rogue, and rogues are insanely good at, like, they're just skill monkeys. If you want somebody who's just good at like all the different skills, that's what they do. Or bards.
And you got to remember that that took basically all your movement to get over there. Is there anything else you want to do to end your turn? You could. I won't count the fall as additional movement. So if you want to dash instead of doing, you can attack if you want, or if you want to just dash, you can still move another 25 feet.
Yeah, I want to dash. I think to get closer because
Sure
I'm
thing.
Each square
gonna
5 feet.
probably throw a couple fists or a knife or whatever at this guy because he's pissed me off.
Yeah.
Especially since I have rolled so badly last time.
Is each square 5 feet?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And
there
then I'm
is
saving-
an icon. I don't know for you guys, it might be the third or the fourth icon that lets you measure. So if I show, like, can you guys see that arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see, like, you are 30 feet away from Mary.
As the crow flies, that is.
I think that this is 25 feet, right?
Yeah. Let's say, because you have to move through some
giant.
people, give me another acrobatics check. You're not jumping down 15 feet, but you still, to get the full movement, you gotta do some cool flips and stuff.
Nice.
Go over the table, do some side steps. Just Assassin's Creed this crap.
Parkour.
That's still
Man,
10.
I'm
That's
having a
that's a 10. This wasn't that difficult. You just had to dodge around some people. That is perfectly fine. So you are between this broomstick and Mary, and that is where you are ending your turn. Fen, it is now your turn.
Okay, I think we all know what Fen wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
In character,
cat.
he wants to save the cat because he's the friend of the woodland creatures.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't care about the people that are hanging off the abyss over here. He wants to go save the furry animal.
Of course.
Question is, I don't think he can, certainly not in this turn. So he's got to get down to the first floor.
You could do what
He's
I did.
I have a question about like orientation here.
Yeah.
The far left of our screen of the map here, that's the entrance to this place, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
double doors. Here, I can reveal that a little better.
Yeah, and where this carriage crashed in, is the carriage like plugging up that wall? I'm assuming people can't get out that way.
From your angle, you can't tell. You heard it, but you'd have to get closer to look and see what the wreckage looks like.
Would I even then? I probably wouldn't even be able to tell if there's a cat down there.
You hear it.
I hear it. All right, with my
It
elfish
is
ear.
caterwauling.
I
Like,
see.
despite
But
the
elf eyes
rest
see.
of the din, this cat is Marmaduke is going
Scared.
to burn to death and is terrified.
All right, my elvish cat senses are noticing this cat. All right, so the only thing to be done at this point is to get on the first floor and get started with this rescue mission. So I guess I'm gonna have to do what, an acrobatics check?
How are you getting on the first floor?
Well, so that's another question. So I'm like right next to the stairs.
You can take the stairs.
I'm wondering if that's, but see, I gotta kind of go
Not
backward.
faster, it's backward.
I'm looking exactly. That's a few steps backwards, the wrong direction.
Yep.
So I think the fastest way to the cat is to jump down. The fastest way downstairs is to go down the stairs, but I need to get to the cat.
Sure.
I need to
So
go
you
jump
can
down.
use 20 feet of movement to get to where this commoner is, and then you
Alright.
can kind of hurdle over the
The
railing.
Yeah.
All right, my acrobatics check then. What is my 5? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very nice.
you get over there, no problem. You
Superhero
get to
landing.
the rail. You do the double legs, like going over the side of the rail, no problem.
Nice.
With with that check, you can choose any of the 3 squares. Here, I'm going to move you. So you would be right here. You go over the rail. You could land on this commoner, or you can avoid them. Where would you like to end up?
I'm trying to figure out if there is if I will profit from landing on the commoner.
You will.
It's like 1 square closer.
Oh yeah, fuck the commoner. I'll land on the commoner then.
All right.
We're such people.
Yeah, they are knocked the fuck out.
I
And
mean-
the guy in the center now, like, his 2 buddies have been landed on. The guy in the center, like, he sees both of these and he takes a step back. He's getting back under the awning, the canopy.
He's moving out of the way.
Yeah,
It's raining bodies.
yeah.
Okay, so how much movement can I continue my movement? Is that allowed?
You can move 2 more steps.
Yeah.
All right.
And because Alu conveniently knocked out the other commoner, you can take their square.
Excellent. All right.
And then you haven't
You're
used your action, so you could technically dash, which gets you a whole nother set of squares.
Yeah, if you're trying to get to the cat. Or you can
Well,
fire off another
that's my
arrow at
question.
Mary or whatever you want to do.
So I moved my guy. I think that's where he is, like at the end of this first movement.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
the question is, at this
so-
point, I can choose whether or not I want to do a dash or some other action.
You can,
Mhm.
yeah, yep.
So I have a question. Is there any kind of like water, like jug around, like at the tables around that carriage where the fire is?
There is a lot of alcohol.
Oh, that's not helpful.
If it's low enough proof, they're probably
Yeah,
water.
we-
in
we're
it.
talking-
Durnan
like
is
ale, or
not
are we
known
talking
for
like scotch?
distilling
What are we looking
his drinks. So it's mostly ale from the free drinks. But actually, I don't know if you know this.
Perception.
How much of a lush is Fen?
I mean, so
He's not
don't elves, I only know this from Lord of the Rings, but don't elves, like, can't they drink like a ton and never
Yeah,
get
but
Yeah,
I'm
they're
talking about like,
probably
would he
stupid high.
know? Would he know like other
he drink-
cultures'
yeah.
alcohols?
Yes, he lives in the woods by himself. His only companion are the woodland creatures and drink.
Give me a history check.
God, that's so sad.
It's very. He's a very sad man.
Yes, he's a very sad
History
man.
check. Where's my history?
+1 or no? That's
Plus
Alu.
0. I got
Plus
0.
Yeah, give me a history check. Okay, what you see on those tables looks fancy.
Fancy.
To Fen's eyes, like the bottles, the writing, the fact that it is in a bottle and not served out of a
of a
mud-covered
jug.
rock, you think that there are some extremely
Flammable.
high-proof alcohols on that table. Like
Alright.
on this table and this table, the fire is encroaching. This place might explode.
Got it. I think that answers my question then, because I don't want to torch the cat accidentally. So
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and use my dash
Yep.
and get as close as I can. Now, does the dash put me in the fire?
The dash
how you navigate.
puts you...
It'll give you another 30 feet.
Yeah. It puts you on this commoner. And in fact, actually, I'll give you an option. If you want to be a fancy legless elf, you can dash around the rim of the Yawning Portal.
He'll do
I'll
that.
have you make an acrobatics check, and I'll give you another 5 feet to get on right next to Marmaduke. You'll be in the flames, but you can try and shield him a little bit.
I want to be a fancy boy. Fancy
Yeah.
legless boy.
Give me that acrobatics check.
Damn it!
Oh,
I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys saw this, but on
No.
my screen, that dice animation, it for a brief second
Yeah.
hovered on
It was
19.
somehow
And then
the
it tipped
virtual
over
die
one.
was
God
jacked
damn
on a
it.
19. Okay, so you know, this was not a difficult check to make, but
But I
you
still fucked it up.
move, and you run. This commoner in their panic to get away from the broomstick, and maybe Jalister is swinging a sword around to fight a broomstick. They jostle you, and you
Great.
fall into the Yawning Portal. You
Oh, no.
give me a athletics
This
check.
could be the end. This could be a picture wrap.
Give me an athletics check.
For the second time.
Athletics check. All right, I think
Actually, let me double check. Is there something more relevant? No,
I'd
athletics.
say
It'll
that's
be athletics.
It, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You
Damn it, I
managed
didn't
to grab onto the edge of this table. And
Why is he so clumsy? Why is Sven so clumsy? I don't understand.
the lady who's
Not
hanging off the
back then.
edge,
All down a hole.
says, "Oh, thank God! Please help us."
Wait,
All right.
Nate, in our old campaign, just a pause here. In our old
Uh-huh.
campaign, wasn't it my character who just fell down in the middle
all
of
the time.
combat? He
Well,
just
your
tripped over his own feet
your
and fell
character
down.
in that one was a bit more drunk a lot of the time.
That's right. He was drunk. Okay.
So
Got it.
so that's why I instilled on you disadvantage on a lot of stuff.
Back to our game. All right.
So-
Great. That was awesome. Well done, Fen. Awesome job.
Yagra.
You're still gonna end up on that person, right?
Say that
Good
again?
Lord. It must be karma because I landed on that other motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right. That was a fun turn. Great.
Yeah. So
Wait, it's not done, right?
That poor cat's gonna die, man.
Yagra, see, like as the commotion breaks out, she's chasing after Bellwish. She sees that Dwindlejoy has gone downstairs. The only one left up here is Holly. Yagra turns to you, Holly, and she says, "You get Dwindlejoy. I'll cut him off at the entrance." And she's gonna throw a knife, and she misses Grady, but it's like that's not her priority right now. She is moving 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rest of her movement gets her at the bottom of these steps here. Next, it's Bellwish's turn. Bellwish shoves his way through the commoners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets to the top of these stairs. Then it's Dwindlejoy's turn. Dwindlejoy sees that like Alu's on his tail, Roland's on his tail. He is going to slide around the carriage. 1, 2, 3. Broom makes an attack of opportunity on him. It misses. He's going to step over here. He disappears behind the carriage. You can't see him. And then he's going to step 5, 6 over this table here. And that's where he's going to end his turn. And he's going to try and bat this broomstick out of his way. And I forget what animated broomsticks have for health.
Wait, would he have 5 or 10 feet less movement than because he got hit with it?
Oh, he does have 10 feet less movement. He has to end his turn right here. You are correct. Yeah.
Nice call.
All right.
Great DMing, Nate. Good job.
That's right.
Is he gonna do anything else? You know what? What's he got on him?
But that's only for this turn. I think you can unmark him if you want.
Yeah,
I really dislike Fen.
he is gonna take a pot shot at Fen.
Yeah.
Wait. Does a 13 hit?
Is Fen still? Is he still hanging off the edge?
He's still hanging, so he's a really small.
About to
Oh,
die.
you're right. You're right. I'll give him disadvantage.
Was that
Does
you?
a 13 hit?
Did you crit on the other one?
No, it was a 13 on both.
Oh, okay.
He rolled 11s and it's +2.
Yeah. So
What
is your
is
AC 13, Ian?
AC, yeah. Oh no, Fen's AC is 15, so he misses. A crossbow bolt plinks into the table right where your fingers are. Right, like it lands in between where you're gripping it.
So Fen is still like hanging off the edge, perilously about to die.
Yeah, you have not.
Yeah,
pulled
but you didn't get
yourself up
hit, so.
Great.
yet. Roland,
Awesome.
it is your turn.
Incidentally, wait, pause for a second because I missed one thing. Nate, did you suggest that Fen should have disadvantage in that encounter?
No,
No,
what
I
I'm saying.
suggested that
Okay.
Mary has disadvantage because
Yeah.
you're hanging. You're a small target. He had disadvantage trying to shoot you.
Good,
Yeah.
because that was about the plots.
One of two
Top
things.
rolling over here.
Yeah. One of two things would apply to the situation, at least from my DM eyes. He's hanging off the side, so either A, he is essentially lying prone, or even more so, and that from a ranged attack imposes disadvantage on the one trying to shoot him, or because he's hanging down, he's in 3/4 cover,
Which also gives
which gives you a
disadvantage.
+5 to your AC.
Yeah.
Your AC would be like 20. So that's what I was checking on.
That's good looking out, Nate.
I
Thank you. I
tried.
appreciate that.
All
Oh,
right.
I just avoided death twice. This is great.
Yeah. I mean, hey, man,
Yeah,
you're pretty lucky.
by the skin of your fingers.
Count my blessings, I guess.
All right. So 1, 2, 3,
Help me, Roland. Pull me up.
4, 5.
Good friends, don't move away.
Mm,
Come back, double back.
all right. I will. I
Fen's
will.
all the help you can get.
I will quickly reach down and grab Fenn's arms and pull him up over the top here.
Thank you.
You would not be able to. This table's long. You wouldn't be able to reach him. You could try and secure the table.
Oh my god. Just save yourself,
So like
Nate.
the table is hanging off the edge of the.
Is he hanging on the table? Or is he hanging on the ledge?
He's hanging on the table. All 3 of these people are hanging on the table at various points, and the table's legs are locked against the side of the well.
So then
Right.
They're
if
like
you-
hanging
order to save-
in the
save
well.
3 people.
All right.
3 people's lives are at stake here.
Or there's also a cat.
There's also a cat. Nate, make a choice. What would Fen want? Would he want you to save
It's like,
him?
let us go. It's my time. Save
Right.
the cat.
I'm not
Fly,
nearly
you
as bad.
fool.
Roland is
Roland
friends with Fen. He should know.
Well, he's related by law to Fenn.
Right. Wait, are you implying you're not friends? You're an asshole, Roland.
Cat, but he will
New
secure the
revelation.
table so that you can save the cat.
What? So what I will do is I'll do this. I have my glaive with me, and I have the blade
yeah, you do
probably
have reach-
sheathed.
yep,
So
yep, yep.
I'm going to tuck the sheathed blade under my armpit and stick out the glaive butt, and give Fen an extra handhold to try and get him up here.
Okay, wait a minute. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, there are 3 people that are dependent on this table not going over, otherwise they die.
Hmm.
And Roland has 2 choices. He can either just secure the table so that everyone is saved, or he can stick the glaive over and just save me.
I'd say he can do both. He can butt himself up against the table while he reaches down to kind of hold it against the edge.
I see.
And if need be, Cameron, I have an action surge that will allow me a second action. So
No, that's fine. Give me. You're essentially trying to leverage him up with your arms if you're trying to fish
Yeah.
Fen out.
if he's already got a stable thing, maybe I'll just like try and angle it to underneath one of his feet so he can push up from his feet
Ooh, you
and
gonna
like
like
help it. Kind
Okay.
of.
If you want to do that, then we'll wait till Fen's turn to actually get him out of there.
Okay, then maybe that's what I'll do. I'll kind of like tuck it underneath here, use the balcony as a fulcrum, and then take the butt end of my glaive and try and push it underneath one of his feet so he has a bit more of a firm press hold from his feet, and so he can climb up easier.
Roland, I'm very appreciative, but I'm
Sounds
just going
good.
to tell you right now, if that cat bites the dust because you saved me, I am going to bop you.
Hollyriese, it is.
Alu's
your
got
turn.
options.
Okay, so how big is this fire?
You know what? I can draw things. We're gonna do like it. So the carriage knocked a lamp that fell up and it burnt. Let me freehand this shit.
Yeah. Alu, just so you know, you have cunning action, and that means that you can all these dashes that we're doing, you can do as a bonus action.
Yep.
So essentially you can-
Major
yeah.
hide.
Yeah. So you can effectively move twice as fast as we do if you need to get places.
So this is kind of the length of the fire right now.
Okay.
Okay, so I am where I am upstairs. Do I need to move to be closer to the cat from above?
Yeah, you are kind of the opposite corner. If you're
Okay.
trying to like get to the cat, your options are to jump down. I don't remember if you have feather fall or not.
I do.
Oh, okay. So you could
You can
jump
just
down,
glide.
casting feather fall.
Yeah.
And you can see kind of how like this is your full movement would get you over here.
Okay.
So you could come down over here. But you're pretty far away. The cat here, let me give you a helpful ping. The cat is underneath. Oh, is underneath here.
Hold on, do that ping again.
Over. Look on the right side of the balcony
see it.
level.
That's okay. Okay.
It's pretty far away from you right now.
Okay. So.
And you guys can communicate with each other if you want to try and like say, you go get the cat, I'll help these people. You go after this guy, I'll get the broomsticks. You guys have time to talk to each other during all this commotion.
I feel like your attacks are better aimed at. That's Mary, right? The one with the bottle.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I was gonna try to do, even on a little bit of the fire, do prestidigitation.
Will that make the fire go away?
I think you'd have better results with a ray of frost to the fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Let me look up prestidigitation real quick.
I'm looking at it now. As a cantrip, I can instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
You could protect the cat for a turn, but this is larger than a small campfire at this point.
Damn it. What is Ray of
But that
Frost?
is very creative.
Ray of Frost is an attack cantrip, and it does a certain amount of damage, but it does cold damage. So I don't know how Cameron would want to rule that, but you could attack the fire. I like how you guys are all focused on the cat.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to put out. I was thinking about putting out the fire, but it was all alcohol.
So you have to target a creature. So you could target Mary, and either option will put out the fire a little bit. But it's big enough now that you can't. You have to rescue the cat. You can't just put the fire out.
Okay.
Marmaduke needs some help.
Attack Mary with the ice thing.
Well, I was also going to ask, can you remind me, Cameron, what animal handling is?
It's a skill check. I would ask you to do animal handling if you wanted to, like, befriend Marmaduke or get him to follow you somewhere or things like that. But it's not like make an animal do whatever you want.
Okay.
How come nobody else around Marmaduke is helping Marmaduke? Can anyone like put a spell on these assholes to help them out who are closer?
At higher levels, probably. Or you're only level
Mostly
2
people
right
are panicking because they're getting smacked by broomsticks and people are running around stabbing each other.
And other people are getting felled on.
Yeah, they're getting crushed.
I mean, all I'm saying is if this cat's best hope is Fen, he's fucked.
Well, that's Holly. I think Holly's trying to do something here.
Well, I was trying to think, like, if I move up.
Yeah.
But, like, stay upstairs, but if I move up, if I can throw my dagger at Mary.
I think you'd have better luck with your spells.
You could, but the dagger won't put out any part of the fire.
I understand it won't put out any part of the fire, but it'll put out him.
I don't think a dagger will put him down right now. He's still looking all right.
Your ice spell does damage to him and helps the cat somewhat.
And slows him down.
And slows him down, which is good for everybody.
I think we need to buy some time here because
right.
Fen apparently has 2 left.
I'll do Ray of Frost on Mary.
Sure thing. Roll to hit.
That is.
So you'll see on your spells.
Yep.
That's plus 5.
1d20 plus 5.
Yep. You miss.
Damn it.
You didn't fail, so I'll say that you still hit the ground a little bit, and you put a little bit of the fire out.
Okay.
And it is the broomstick's turn. So, the broomsticks, they are just attacking whoever else around them. Again, Rusty has no problem. That guy gets smacked. Okay.
Just reminding anybody else of the end climax scene in Beauty and the Beast.
A little bit. I was also getting strong
They're all-
Fantasia vibes.
Yeah, basically, that's very much what they are.
Nothing?
And actually, they are knocked out. Oh no, they're at minus. Yeah, they are out. People are getting knocked out all over the place. This broomstick is making its attack on the lady hanging off the edge. Oh. This lady gets knocked out
Fell.
and she falls. She falls to her death.
Oh.
And then Roland does a 15 hit.
Probably. Let me take. Oh no, I have 16.
And does a 17 hit. Yes, it does.
This thing attacks twice?
The broomsticks of animated attack get 2 melee attacks.
No shit. Okay.
You take 5 damage.
Holy shit. Okay.
Any other? Oh, Alu, you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Alu, 3 does not hit, and does a 14 hit.
Yes.
Alu, you take 5 damage.
Okay.
That's the broomsticks.
All right,
Alu,
then
it is your turn.
Okay. I'm getting that cat, damn it. Alright. Kind of hard to see where... Can I climb over the carriage?
Yeah, make an athletics check to kind of get over there.
Alright. Athletics. I don't love the difference between athletics and acrobatics. My acrobatics is awesome.
Athletics is like body strength. Like, can you climb up? Can you jump? Acrobatics is flippy flappy.
That's why we got you in the gym right now, Cherie.
Yeah.
Thanks, dear.
Yeah, you make it up over the carriage without any issue.
Damn, you're already at the carriage?
She moves really fast.
Thank God for you.
Alright, I'm basically in the fire. How far was that? I can't really tell. Because the carriage is like solid, so it's hard to like.
You were
I'm
here.
imagining you running over. That was 30 feet.
That's
You're
a full
fine.
30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where you'll land. And when you
Okay,
land, you see that Mary is frozen with fear.
Okay.
Frozen with fear.
If I don't know, Alu didn't know this unless Hollyriese told her. But what Hollyriese, if we remember from earlier,
right?
Hollyriese found out that. Let me actually make sure I got my guys right. Is Mary the one that is afraid of fire?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, cool. So he's not only been hit with ice, so he's slow. He's also terrified of fire. Can I grab the bottle and the cat at the same time and get the hell out of here?
Yeah, let's. You can't move, but I'll let you, because he's afraid. We're gonna make opposing strength checks, but Mary has disadvantage.
Okay, let's see.
Can you just chuck him out of the fire?
The cat.
We don't want to. We want to. Well, yeah, I could do that probably. I mean, I have a secondary action, right?
You
My
probably
dash.
end up
That's
throwing
what I
him
want.
down into the pit. Don't do that. Never mind. Bad idea.
Yeah, I don't want to toss him to you.
Yeah, I'm a dropper. No doubt.
Really, motherfucker!
Ooh.
So,
Wow.
so hold on, because he rolled a 2 also, but his 2 is a 4. Let's see. Oh no, you do not get the bottle away from Mary, but you could get the cat.
I'm ready to like just cut this dude's throat and be done with it.
Get the
All
cat.
is no longer wanting to be stealthy.
Cherie,
She just
you need to
wants
start
wreck him.
rolling with your real life dies.
Clearly, because this computer
why.
freaking hates me.
Yeah, and you can also lie since no one can tell.
Yeah,
That's
only the
why we're
DM
doing it.
gets to lie. So you can
don't need
still,
to
yeah,
lie.
you can still use your cunning action. But you have Marmaduke in hand. I'm gonna move him on top of you.
Okay, so I can take Marmaduke with me, and
Thank
I can
God.
move away. So where you've got this like red squiggle, is that the fire?
Yes, you're in the fire. I wasn't gonna have you take damage unless you end the turn in fire.
Got it. So I've got 25, right?
30 feet. 30 feet of movement.
I think that puts me right back where I started from. I'm taking the cat.
So,
Sure.
question as far as movement goes, can you can you break up that movement over the course of your turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want
So,
to
for
like
example,
move 10 feet,
You can move,
shoot,
attack,
then-
and move again so long as you have more movement.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or you could be behind cover, move out of cover, shoot, and then move back into cover.
Ella,
Cool.
with Marmaduke in
Can I
hand,
do-
I'm gonna have you make a acrobatics check. You got to do some cool flippy stuff to get over that carriage again.
I like acrobatics. That one,
What are the odds
Is-
you'll roll a 1 or a 2 again?
Yeah.
pretty good.
You
Uh,
land on Marmaduke,
1 out
breaking
of 10,
his
Nate,
neck.
actually.
14.
Yeah, you're fine on the other side of the carriage. You're done.
I'm not doing anything super athletic, but I'm sliding across
Yeah.
that carriage like a gangster and dropping down on the other side
Now-
away from the fire.
During all that crazy acrobatics action, the broomstick does get attack of opportunity on you.
That's all right.
Does a 13 hit?
Yeah.
What is your AC? Like 12?
Yeah.
You
really.
take
11?
another 4 damage.
How
what
is
are you
that?
at right now?
How is that?
Yeah,
Because I'm fragile.
No. You shouldn't have an 11, even based on your dex alone, because your dex is what?
2.
Your dex is plus 2?
2? Yeah.
Your armor class is 13.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Isn't that what
You'll
you
still
were
get
asking?
hit. Yeah,
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 you
your
still got
armor
hit,
class.
but it's just so you know it's not 11.
he has to be
okay.
a 13, not an 11 to hit you.
So
Was it
the attacker wins a tie?
Uh,
If the attacker hits a 13, rolls a 13 against an armor class, that's a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
You have to meet or exceed.
Got it.
so Alu, what is your current health?
2?
Okay.
How'd that happen?
She's gotten smacked twice by these
I'm
broomsticks.
fragile. I am supposed to be stealthy. I am not a beefy boy.
All right, Fen, it is your turn. You're hanging. Rolan gives you his glaive to stand on and get yourself out of this table.
Yeah. Okay, well, job 1 is restore my dignity and get out of this goddamn hole.
Mm-hmm.
So how do I do this? I got to climb up that stupid glaive. Am I standing on your glaive? Are you prying me
Yeah.
out? Or am I
I'm going to
hanging?
have
So-
you make an athletics check, but first, we need to see if you grab this glaive or if the panicked lady next to you who just saw someone fall to their death grabs this glaive.
All right.
Roll me a dexterity check. Just dex.
I have, what is that, +3?
+3.
Yeah, unless you're proficient in dexterity savings throw, which I don't think you are as a ranger.
How would
It's
I
+3.
tell? It's just +3.
Yeah,
All right.
just +3.
All right. Come on. That doesn't look good.
Well, it's got a versus hers.
Yeah, the lady grabs. She finds purchase on the glaive, and Roland, you have now saved this young woman.
Yay.
Good job, Roland.
That's all right. You can
Oh
still
my
get up on your
God.
own. You don't need me. You don't need my help.
So incompetent.
Yeah. So
He's-
what
he's
all
like
this
an
means is
anti-likeness.
Fen, you do not get advantage on
Yeah, you
your
can still get-
athletics check to climb out of here.
Great.
You
Okay,
can still save yourself.
great. Well, I'm definitely going to have to save myself because, god damn it.
Yeah.
So this is my athletics check to get the hell out of this hole.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What is my athletics? 4? 4. That's fine.
Roland, because you did save that lady, you do now have a point of inspiration.
Oh,
Thank
hell
you.
yeah.
18. You're out of the hole.
Yeah,
Thank
Fen,
God.
you
Pretty
climb out,
spectacularly. Yes.
and you're out now. You're on the table, but you're on also solid ground. You're okay now.
Excellent. Okay.
That not only did you get out of the hole, but you did some fancy ass flip shit to get out of the hole, a la
With a boat.
Legolas style.
Indeed. Man, I got some serious extremes. I let this little old lady take the glaive, but I'm able to spin out of there.
You were feeling generous.
Maybe it helped her. She was panicked.
You didn't
That's
need
what it
it.
was. I like that version of the narrative. We're going with that.
All right.
Okay. All right. So is that my movement action? Do I have any movement left?
That's your action. You can still move. I'll say
damn,
you can
do
move
action.
around.
Okay. Is Alu still in the fire?
No,
Yeah,
Alu's out. She's
but
got
I am getting
Marmaduke.
beaten by a broom if you want to take care of that broom.
Yeah, you can see Marmaduke in Alu's arms. They're a
All
little
I can do is
suited.
move. I don't have
Alu
any
looks a little rough, but Marmaduke looks okay.
I mean, unless I have do I have a bonus action? I don't know that I even have a bonus action, do I?
You have bonus actiony stuff, but all I'm thinking, you know what? I'll give you an attack action. Why not? You can get up and smack something.
Do I get an attack action because I rolled so high and got out so spectacularly?
You got an attack action because I am God and I said so.
I'm trying to justify it for you.
Well, because you could treat it like you standing up from prone, which is costs you half your movement.
Yeah. Let's do that. You can move another 15 feet, but you still have an action.
Got it.
Yeah, kick the shit out of Mary, will you?
Where is Mary next to you?
He's the guy with the purple dot
He's
on
up
him.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move right up on that asshole.
The two broomsticks next to you will both make attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Does a 21 and a 17 both hit?
Jesus.
You take 4. You take
Jeez.
10 damage.
Fuck.
Total?
Yeah.
So 14.
No, 10 total.
10 total? Okay, that's better. Marginally.
What is your health? Your
16.
16. Gotcha.
Not anymore, obviously. God damn it. All right.
That doesn't mean you get to move, though.
It does. All right. Now I'm down to 6 hit points, but I'm gonna move. So what's the fire look like right now?
It's still in that corner.
So I can move up to Mary and not fuck myself.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
All right, I want to
You
move
can
up next to
move
Mary.
1, 2, 3. You can move here and you're still fine.
All right, get me as close to that asshole as I can. Let's see. I want to be. Yeah, I think
On
that's
the
fine.
gas, but not in the fire.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. All right, and then I want to attack that douchebag
Go ahead.
with
You
my
gotta move your piece, dude.
long sword. Didn't I already? He's already there, right?
Oh,
Yeah, you're already
maybe
up there.
Yeah.
I'll refresh.
All right.
It's me.
With my long sword, I'm gonna smack this dude upside the head,
Yep.
and that's a 1d8 plus 2. Wait,
Well,
I'm using
you
2
need to-
hands, right?
Roll to hit first, I think.
Yeah, roll
I
It's
didn't
to
like a
wanna-
d20 plus probably 5, I think. Something like that.
Roll to hit is
plus 4.
Plus 4.
God
Oh.
damn it! It was on 19 for
It was
half
on
a
19.
second.
You swing your sword and you dig it into the side of the carriage as Mary... Well, you know what? He's still frozen with fear. I'll give you advantage. Go ahead. Roll again.
No, I guess that's fair.
Nice.
You're so generous. I like you as a DM. This is great. Not
Better.
so much.
That's 12.
That
Better.
hits. That hits.
Oh, thank God. All right, here's
All
my
right, now
question.
roll damage.
I have
D10
2.
plus 2.
Right, because I'm doing two-handed, right? That's the
Yep.
difference?
Yep.
Got it. Oops, sorry, that was a D10.
That's a yeah.
No,
That's
that's
a
a
D8.
D10, right?
No, that's
No,
D8.
that was- that was-
D8.
Gotcha.
there we go.
Hey, max damage.
Hey!
All right.
Good.
Okay, Mary looks like he takes that hit in the side and that jars him out of his stupor, but now he's down on one knee. He looks hurt. All right.
Thank God I did something.
Uh,
Took a couple of gifts from the DM, but I'll
You're
take
gonna
it.
say that Rusty, she destroys a broomstick. She grabs it and she fucking smashes it against the side of the stage. One
Nice.
broomstick is down.
Woo!
Jalister Silvermane, he sees that Alu is in trouble, and he says to himself that honor is or sorry, he says honor compels me to help a lady in distress, and he steps forward. The broomstick next to him makes an attack of opportunity, but it misses, and he fucking crushes this one.
Yeah.
That is also destroyed.
Nice.
Then Yagra is down. She is hidden by my turn order. There she is. She steps up to here, and she pulls out her crossbow bolt, and she is looking for a target, but Belwish is still at the top of the stairs. She doesn't really have another. She'll take a pot shot at it. Like, she sees the brooms causing chaos. She'll take a pot shot at one of those. Yeah, that'll hit, and that is a D10. Okay, so that is the one next to you, Rolan, gets a crossbow bolt embedded in its handle. Now it is Belwish. He gets to the bottom of the stairs, and he smacks into you, Alu. And he's surprised that you're there, but he will take a wild swing at you. It is a miss.
Thank goodness.
Mary has... He's holding his side. He's got the arrow in his shoulder. He stands up, and he's still in a panic. He's got to get away from the fire, so he will run. He'll step here, and you get an attack of opportunity on him, Fen.
I'm definitely going to take that.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You can.
I'm just gonna duplicate what I did last time.
Yeah,
Sure,
pretty much.
Again. All right. Roll to hit. What was it? 20 plus 4.
Yeah, D20 plus 4.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh,
you win!
okay, so you get to roll your
Roll a
D10
2d10
twice.
plus 2.
Nice.
That's all right. Then roll another, and so that's 7. Roll another D10.
Yep. You don't add the
Same.
2 twice.
Got it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, so 11.
So you swing your sword back into Mary. You dig into his calf and lower leg, and he is down now. He's not dead, but
You Ned Starked him, man.
he is down.
Out of commission. You may
yes.
now steal the stupid vial.
Yep. Yeah, you can still move and.
Yes,
do you want to
take
do any...
that.
Or actually, sorry,
and...
it's not your turn. It was Mary's turn. All right,
Oh.
Rolan, it is your turn.
Okay, I am
you take
going
that
to
hit.
move around. I'm going to move around this broom, but I'm still inside of his perimeter.
I hear you.
But I will take I have my glaive, so I have reach. I can reach the guy attacking Alu.
Yeah, you're going around Alu and kind of like he's in the stairs, and you're jamming your glaive in the gap between her and the stairs. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna roll to attack. I think I am a plus 5 to hit. Okay. Okay. Roll. Hey, crit!
Hey!
All right. All right. I'll take that. And I'll... That's all right. Okay. So,
Hey, that's still
I mean, that's fine. So that
Mary
is 10 slashing damage.
is looking. Oop, not -6, -10. Mary is looking, or sorry, Belwish is looking very hurt also.
All right. Bonus action, pole arm master, and I will attack him again with the butt end of my staff.
Sure thing.
My glaive. So that'll be.
Nate is attacking with the butt of his staff. Everybody, just want to.
Yeah, we heard that. Shut up, you.
All right, D20. Not so much.
You do still
Damn.
have a point of inspiration.
Yeah, I'll burn it here. Why not? It's so I'll roll that again. That's better. 17 to hit.
You do hit.
Where do you
Awesome.
get your inspiration from?
He
For
rescued.
saving that one lady.
Yeah, he rescued someone.
You're welcome.
Oh, Alu, you get a point of inspiration for saving Marmaduke also. I forgot to mention that.
Okay. Let's see.
We all get inspiration from that. I'm inspired by that.
6 more bludgeoning damage.
You manage to perfectly knock him out.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Both these assholes are down.
Taking out the trash
So,
here, guys.
Let's save what we can. Take out these brooms.
When you smack Grady, and he crumples into the stairwell, behind Yagra bursts in.
Oh.
She
shit.
kind of gets flung to the side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are those soldiers?
yes.
Okay.
These are the city guards, hard at work.
Good boys.
So they burst in, and they kind of, because of the carriage mishap, they say, go help whoever you can. And they are here to clean things up. They say, settle down, please, everyone, filed out away from that wall, and they are going to move. We're kind of out of combat at this point. They move to secure the carriage. They start putting out the fire, and then where did my
As
sergeant
they're
go?
doing that, can we like steal back that bottle?
Yeah, Alu, if you want to kind of, as they're coming in, I think you have time to
Make a
move.
stealth.
Yeah, move over to Dwindlejoy and give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Yes, you are able to grab the bottle.
Finally, Alu wants that damn motherfucking bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna kind of they settle down. The captain of the guards, or not captain, Sergeant Lum Grimwatch, is that his name? Yeah, sure. He comes up
Nailed it.
and he says he sees Grindeljoy and Grady down, and he says, "What's going on here?"
Oh. I guess
We'd
I'll-
probably just lie and tell them they got knocked out
Well-
by brooms.
Yeah.
It's chaos.
And are we calling this carriage accident a mishap? Do we think?
Yeah.
Are we thinking
don't know
this
what it is.
I'll
an
just
actual-
tell the truth and say,
Don't tell the truth.
would
Never
you
tell the
chill out for a second and say this carriage busted through the wall and a bunch of brooms sprung out and started attacking everyone and knocking people out and into the portal?
But it was just a mishap. It was all accidental.
We're not sure where it came from.
We don't
And
know.
that's all I'll say. If they want to draw conclusions about why the other 2 guys are knocked out, let them.
I like that. That's how I would play it.
Durnan speaks up and he says, "This carriage busted out. These 2 were fighting with my patrons." He points to Grady and Dwindlejoy. He says, "I want them arrested for disorderly conduct at the very least."
Meanwhile, are we just letting Mary bleed out on the ground?
Yep.
No,
Right.
a constable comes up and kind of administers rudimentary first aid, and they'll be okay. I think the question becomes, does anyone want to talk to them? They'll soon be conscious. The watch has shut down the entrance, so there's 2 constables at the entrance. They're not going to let anyone leave while they're sorting out this carriage mess. They clean up this table. They've got 2-3 dead people that they got to report on. Then there's
A few dead people.
Well, so 1 fell in the Yawning Portal when the carriage crashed through. 1 was crushed under the carriage, and another one fell in when the broomstick hit
Table.
them. So yeah, so you've got they've got forms to fill out. It's going to be about an hour. I can say everyone can take a short rest if you'd like. You can spend, so a short rest lets you spend a hit
Roll a
die
hit die.
to heal a little bit.
All right.
Nate, if you want to walk them through how they do that on their sheets.
Sure. So if you look at your hit die, you should all have varying types. I think wizards will have a D6, rogues will have a D8, and then rangers will also have
Remind us where the hit die is.
I'm not on the same. I don't have access to the same sheets you do, but it should be. You're a rogue, so I think you're a D8.
Is it just
Yeah.
the dice that we use for attacking? normally?
No. Each class has an assigned hit die. You're a
Here.
ranger, so you're going to have a D10, and then
Does
Hollyriese
it say
is
model sheets?
It
should, but I
says-
don't know where it says it.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
have the
tell
same sheet
each
you guys
person
do.
what they are. So, Alu, you are a rogue. You have a D8. You get to roll a D8 and
And
add
then add
that
your
to your health.
Constitution modifier if you have anything at all.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Fen, you've taken damage also. You are a ranger. You get to roll a D10.
Excellent.
And Holly, you have not taken any damage.
Nope,
Yeah.
I'm still upstairs.
But I have,
Constitution
and I've
modifier?
Plus no modifier or plus a specific modifier?
Constitution. Alu, you add 0.
0 for
Fen, you add 0.
I
Both
got
of you
a
add 0.
9. 6. I got a 6.
All right, so you
because I
get
can
6
save.
HP back.
Yep. And Fen, you get 8 HP back.
Woo!
All right, I will also roll.
Score.
Let's see what I get back. I get 8 HP back, which means I'm back at
Eight.
full.
6. All right. I'm at 14.
All right.
How do we change our current health in D&D Beyond?
You can click that box, I think, can't you?
I
Unlock
think
me.
You
I'll just
can
have to-
also just adjust it and roll 20. That might be easier.
Cameron, remind me, under defenses, I have necrotic and radiant. Remind me what a necrotic defense is.
So those are just types of damage. I'll tell you if something like a zombie
Yeah.
bites you, it's necrotic damage.
Gotcha.
We're going to say the constables and the other patrons clean up the rest of the broomsticks. They're administering first aid to whoever needs it. So, Alu, what is your current health?
8, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fen, what is your current health?
14.
Perfect. Roland, what is your current health?
I'm back up to full. I'm at 17.
Awesome.
I'm so fragile.
So, Alu, you find that Marmaduke is really attached to you now.
Oh,
Aw, buddy.
So you actually get a reward, and I'll read it to you. This old ginger tomcat has a heart of gold and likes nothing better than to snooze on your lap. He wears a name tag on his collar that identifies him as Marmaduke, but the tag has chipped off just underneath "This cat belongs to." If you can find Marmaduke's owner, you're sure to get a reward. Unfortunately, Marmaduke is extremely cowardly. During combat, he leaps onto you and digs his claws in, never letting go and scrambling all over your body. Treat this as a flaw. If you use it to your disadvantage, your DM can grant inspiration at their discretion. So I want you to take that note. I'm going to put it in the Discord server. I'll take a snippet of it for you.
I get the impression Alu's not going to
Write
want
it
the
on my
reward.
thing, too.
She's gonna want the cat.
and notes.
I mean,
I
that's
get
its own reward, is it not?
I
I'm
would just like
I'm
to point
adding
out-
Marmaduke as an ally.
I would just like to point out we have a actual real life prop of Marmaduke in the background of.
Oh,
Cherie.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
We've got twin Marmadukes over here.
Here is
Yeah.
Marmaduke. I just pasted it in the Tabletop
Cut
RPG
moderation.
channel. And I'll fix our cameras right now. So, Cherie, if you make a note, that is a permanent addition. Like, you'll have Marmaduke for the rest of the campaign, not just tonight.
That's so exciting.
You
She's
got
not
yourself
even going to
familiar.
attempt to find the owner. She's just going to like my cat now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Max can figure that part out. I'm just giving out rewards. Max can deal with all
Is
of
it
the
possible that
fallout.
the
How
owner?
it works.
Is it possible that the owner was one of the poor unfortunate souls who fell down the infinite well?
No, Marmaduke's owner has been gone forever. Marmaduke just kind of has been hanging out at this bar for a really long time now. Okay, so as things are getting cleaned up, we're gonna like kind of fast forward an hour before the guards leave. Does anyone want to talk to Dwindle Joy or Grady? Normally, I wouldn't remind you guys that you can, but since we're kind of getting back in the gears of things,
I want to.
Yeah, Holly, you can make your way down.
All right, so I'm gonna use feather fall on myself.
You don't need to. You can walk down the stairs.
Featherfall's a
But then
cantrip,
I'm at-
right?
She wants to do it badass.
But
Oh.
then I'm at the entrance.
Oh, I'm not.
We're out of
don't
combat.
have to
We
worry
don't-
about your movement right now. You can put yourself wherever you would like. If you want me
Yeah.
to
Oh, well
move
then
you-
I'm gonna use the stairs. Fuck
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
We
I'm
can kind of
using
have
the
the group
stairs. I've
over
used the
here.
stairs. I'm coming over. I'm now here.
Yep.
While you guys are doing that, I'm moving away. I don't want to be part of this interrogation. I'm taking the cat, and we're going to sit over by the bar.
Yagra's gonna come.
I'll stand in the
approach
background
you.
and observe.
Yeah, we're keeping the bottle quiet.
Low profile.
Durnan,
Yeah.
as Alu, as you and Yagra approach, Durnan announces a round on the house, and please stay.
Hey.
The constables will have things cleaned up, and the show will go on momentarily.
Oh goody, we still have to suffer through the show.
In all the commotion, I don't know who drank their free drink, but whoever, I guess, who had time and who probably didn't.
I did.
Finn didn't
probably-
because he's not messing with that shitty ale.
I drank.
Roland, what about you?
I didn't because I was too busy talking to people, I'm pretty sure.
Alu and Holly, you both get 5 temporary HP.
Damn.
All right.
Nice.
What is this? Like
That's all right.
some sort of
Alu
How,
needs it.
how temporary is our temporary?
You just
HP?
can't heal it
short-
back.
Yeah, short
Okay,
rest.
but
It'll
it at
do
least
short
puts
rest.
me up to my full.
Yeah.
Count it
So-
separately. So on your character sheet in D&D Beyond,
Yeah.
there's an option you see to the right of current max. There's temp. You can add it
okay.
there.
Yeah, and that'll be the
Can
first that'll be the first HP to go when you get hit again,
Yeah.
and you cannot heal it
So would
back,
it be like
and you'll lose
they're
it at
like
a short
yellow
rest.
hearts in Breath of the
2
Wild.
regular
Yeah,
and then
pretty much.
plus like 3 temp kind of a thing? Is that
No,
how that
no, it'll
No,
be
no,
5
it's all
temporary hit
temporary.
points.
It's all temporary.
Okay. And back. Oops.
All right, Holly, what are you
Yep.
saying as you approach the constables?
Whew, man, you guys came in the nick of time. Thank you for all of your hard work and for saving us. I know I speak for all of us here in the bar when we say that we are very grateful.
No problem, man. We're just doing our jobs. We'll have this carriage out of your way momentarily, and the Grumsditch resumes speaking to the carriage driver, and you hear in that conversation that the carriage driver was speeding. He was trying to make it for bad traffic, but he turned a corner and he flipped it into the tavern wall. And they find him appropriately, and they say that, look, people died. Like we're going to have to arraign you in court. And he seems pretty mortified by that. And that's when he starts mentioning that he, like, it wasn't just that it tipped over. He says he was clipped by someone as he was rounding the turn. We're not sure if that's true or not, but that's what he claims.
Can I talk to Dwindlejoy?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you remind me, Cameron, what persuasion does?
The checks and things you don't need to worry about. You tell me what you want to do, and I will tell you which is appropriate. All that
Okay.
list of things, the list of skills are all
yeah.
things that I will tell you when you are using them.
You need to roll a check or a save of some sort.
Got it. Okay.
be right
So, Mary, whew, man, like this escalated quickly, didn't it? You had to do things the hard way, and here we are. I hope you're happy. So before you're off to prison, and I would advise that, having been familiar with people who have gone in and out of the system, you're probably going to want to not say that your first name is Mary. And I would highly advise that if you tell me what I want to know, what we want to know, I can make it worth your while and help you get a lighter prison sentence.
Mary says, this was just a business transaction that went wrong.
Yeah,
Tell the
I'd
guards
say.
that Bellwish and I don't need any charges pressed, and I'll tell you what we know.
All right. Captain of the sergeant,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm gonna stick my hand out and touch his bicep. Be like, Sergeant, oh man, like you are, look at you. These two gentlemen are acquaintances of mine. It was a business transaction that went horribly wrong. Is it possible, please, that you could not press charges against them? Like I said, they're actually hired acquaintances of my family, and I know my mother especially would like to punish them both as she sees fit. I think while it's unfortunate that 3 souls perished, I think that the more important thing to do is inform their families, help this poor carriage driver, confirm that he was truly clipped,
Yeah, so at that point, the sergeant kind of waves you off, and he's like, I'm dealing with the carriage driver right now. If you say that whatever happened between you and these guys is not a big deal, I am more than glad to get them out of my way. And
oh my God, thank you.
So
thank you.
So yeah, Mary and Dwindlejoy kind of step up and away. Who is this? These
That's
are
one
my
of them.
guards. Got it.
Baelish.
Okay, so the guards, we're gonna pretend that the guards, which I feel like I've lost 2 of them. I don't know where they went.
I think weren't there some by Yagra?
No.
They were by the door, but I grabbed them.
Okay.
Either way, it doesn't matter. The guards are back and away. Apparently with a random ass commoner. There we go. The guards, they keep doing their thing, but we're not going to worry about them now. Yeah, Baelish, Grady, and Dwindlejoy look at you. They're kind of sheepish, but Grady speaks up for the first time, and he says, "We were hired. Like, this was just business, nothing personal. I was supposed to meet my contact tomorrow morning with the bottle, and that's all I know. Our contact is someone that was representing someone else. There's someone who's been in the game as long as we have. His name is John Thiefman.
It's very creative.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I'm
Nice
sure
alien.
that's not his actual name, but that's all we know."
Yeah, sounds like you made it up on the spot like a doofus.
So John Thiefman is who gave you the bottle?
No, they're the one.
John
Or-
Thiefman
their
hired us
contact.
to get the bottle, and we weren't even, honestly, like, he wasn't even like, go kill someone and get the bottle. We had orders to pay for it if you guys were willing to do business.
Why is this bottle so important? Did he tell you?
No, and he doesn't know. I think his employer is the only one that knows.
Do you know what is on this bottle?
No, I was just told that there was a bottle that we had to get a hold of, and Yagra was last seen with it.
Okay, so let me be candid. There was a symbol on this bottle regarding evil elves, and if I were the 2 of you, I would forget about the bottle, go into another form of employment, because, like, I mean, granted, we kicked your ass, but you guys put up a really tough fight, and you could easily put that effort into something more profitable.
I
Yes,
love
ma'am.
Hollyriese.
They'll both
diplomacy.
kind of duck their heads, say yes, ma'am, and you see them shuffle off. And as they leave, now that the guards have left, it's been, you've been conversing. As they leave, you see Ranear Neverember come in, push through the door.
Oh boy.
And you guys might remember, Ranear Neverember is the son of the Open Lord of Waterdeep, and you guys rescued him from kidnapping a little while ago. Like 2 days ago. Alu, you have the bottle. Are you doing anything with it? Yagra, I guess she kind of approaches you and she says, do you want to hold on to it for now, or do you think I should keep it safe for a little while longer?
Since Yagra is basically the only other person who knows that I have it, because dudes were out cold when I took it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably be like, I'll hold on to it, because it's unlikely anyone's gonna be like, oh, Alu has it.
Sounds good. As the kind of, you see Rusty cleaning off the stage, getting ready for the performance. Ranear is going to approach the group, and he's going to say, what happened here?
Bad day at the office.
Yeah, it seems like it. I unfortunately heard that it wasn't just a crash. There were some deaths involved.
Sorry, guys.
While you guys are chit-chatting for a little while, you also see that there's 2 other people approaching the group. And they kind of come in, they walk around the front, the north side of the Yawning Portal, and they approach and one of them, we're going to clear this section out, get some people out of here now that there's, a crowd. We'll actually say that probably a good number of people have left now that they can leave, just because shit's been crazy. But
nobody wants to see this performance anymore.
Yeah, the night may have had a damper on it. There's Jalister, you can see, is walking around. He's a pretty well-known knight. He's trying to keep a strong face and keep people cheery if possible. Fen is talking to Erlune Vrul. She doesn't seem interested. But so there is these 2 gentlemen approaching, and let me just remember super quick
who they are.
Exactly who they are. They are both humans, and the first one introduced himself, and he's like,
so,
and he kind of stands in the corner.
I'll look over at him. Be like, sick?
Excuse me. Sorry for the interruption. And he kind of nods to Ranear, and Ranear nods to him. It seems like Ranear might know these guys. They might be all right with him. But he says, sorry again for the interruption, but my name is Matrim Mareg. People call me 3 Strings. And my compatriot here is Melun Wardragon. You may know that he is a member of Force Grey, and actually everyone would know except Fen. Force Grey is essentially a league of heroic adventurers that are here to defend Waterdeep. And then Matrim, Holly, you might know.
Did we fuck?
No.
Oh.
He's a bit awkward around women.
You got your caption for the
Did we fuck?
For this whole campaign?
Did we fuck?
Actually, you don't know much about him. You just know that he hangs around the Yawning Portal, and he's a pretty well-known bard. But Matrim says, Melun has been telling me some interesting news recently, and I'd like to discuss it with you in private if possible. Ranear kind of nods, and he'll excuse himself and kind of tell you guys he'll catch you after the show and walk away a little bit. But they'll kind of group up around here if you guys want to discuss anything.
Hey, Fen!
Yeah.
Wanna
Fen!
fuck?
Fen!
Quit striking out and come over here.
Fen!
What up? What do you want? For heaven's
Holly's
sake.
just gonna keep.
I'm making progress over here.
Fen! Fen! Baby, come here! Get over here!
Wanna fuck?
Rule kind of
Cockblock.
says, I think your friend wants you. And she comes over and kind of puts
Friend?
her arm in the nook
That's
of
my man,
Jalister's
you
arm.
Bitch! Fen! Fen!
Buy me a drink.
Done! Fen!
Got it. All right, I'm coming. What do you want, woman?
Fen!
All right.
So, Fen, whenever you decide to move yourself over there,
I'm gonna have to do it
Matrim-
now.
Do it
Uh,
now before she loses her mind.
Matrim says, first off, thank you for all the help you did. It's unfortunate that we have lost
such a
the
jerk.
people that we've lost,
Why are you
but
standing on Rolan?
Because he can.
I think that you saved who you could, and that's commendable. I don't know if you know, but there's been rumors about the Vault of Dragons in Waterdeep, and we've been hearing that at least the Zentarum, possibly the Xanathar's Guild, there's all sorts of groups out there looking for that gold. And that's when War Dragon speaks up and he says, the point of all this is that we have a task for you to do if possible. I don't know who might be taking notes in the group, but these names, you might want to know these names for later. There is a captain named Zardoz Zord.
Hang on.
He is the captain. There's a traveling carnival ships called the Sea Maidens Fair, and he's just pulled up in Waterdeep for this fall performance. But we think at Force Grey the real reason he's here is to try and find the gold in that vault. What I believe is that, based on our rumors and evidence and informants, is that he has sent a group of performers here tonight in secret to try and drum up business, is what he says as the front. But I'm pretty sure that he has some sort of ulterior motive. And I'd love for you to help me get the information for what they're up to tonight during the performance. And that's when Three Strings... Sorry, say that again?
Question.
Yes.
Does this involve going into sewers of any kind?
Three Strings says, no, ma'am, please, don't worry. It's actually pretty simple. We just want you to have an opportunity to hang out backstage and talk to the performers. And to that end, I know Rusty really well, and I can get you on the playbill. You guys can perform. You won't be closers. That is Nula's, the dancing troops. They'll be closing, but the order of performances will be Rusty will open up the show with her story. She's going to do a Baron of Blood. Then there's going to be a performance of the Lay of Agaron by the Midnight Mummers. Then Valis Trapp goes on with his Mouse Orchestra. Then you guys come on with a show. And I'll just bill it as like a 3-part variety act. You guys can come up with whatever you want to do. And then Nula and the dancers will be finishing out the night. While you guys aren't on stage, you guys can hopefully get some information about who the people that Zardoz sent are. We think it might be Nula's dancers, but we're not positive. And then why they're actually here. In exchange, obviously, we're not asking you to do this for free. In exchange, we would provide in the future the assistance. You'd have sanctioned assistance from both Force Grey by War Dragon, and I would be able to provide the assistance of the Harper's Guild. And you guys, Holly or Alu, both of you, maybe you could make history checks real quick. It's a D20 plus your...
Got it.
11.
Oh, shit.
So, Alu, you would know that the Harper's Guild are another faction. They're an old organization, but they believe essentially in trying to control political chaos in all of Faerun. So they're an old and powerful group that a favor from them would be pretty valuable.
In.
All right, I guess we're in.
I would be happy to help you both and the Force of Grey Force.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So at that, Three Strings is going to go start whispering to Rusty. She seems a little flustered. War Dragon says, I'll be in a private booth. Just please meet me after you guys get the information you need. And he goes off into his private booth, which I will now reveal that they were here this whole time. Ooh, foreshadowing. So, you guys, I'm going to put you on the clock. Everyone roll a d8.
Want to roll a d8?
Yes.
I got an 8. I also got an 8.
Got a 7.
7.
Woohoo.
And
Oh, I
did
got a
Fen
unit.
also get a 7?
Then got a 7.
Yeah.
I actually did roll correctly.
You rolled
first,
twice.
and I did get an A.
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
Roland got an 8.
So computer died and
I'll roll again, because you've already matched two other people's numbers, and you're cheating anyway. You might as well roll again.
the computer thing didn't go.
Roll again.
Now you're rolling high. There.
Roll
3.
one more time.
More time. You're getting just everything everybody else has.
Okay.
There.
So you guys, you got to come up with a performance. Yagra kind of wishes you guys luck, and she's gonna step away.
What was that roll for?
Durnan is coming out with he kind of overheard your conversation, and he is smirking to himself as he comes out and he says, "May this help with your performance." And he hands Roland. He's going to give you a giant bronze gong.
Okay.
Fen, he's going to give you a staircase on wheels. He pulls it out of the closet. It's like 3 steps, but it's a little staircase on wheels. Holly, what did you roll? You rolled a 3?
A 3.
He gives you a bag of pyrotechnic flashbangs.
Yes.
Says, careful, do not.
That's exactly what she needs.
And Alu, he gives you. First, it looks like it's a human skull, but then you see there's a cloth underneath it, and you put your hand in it, and it is a hand puppet that is a human skull. So you guys have your props.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna make your way backstage, and you guys have 5 minutes to plan your show.
Okay. So
With these props, I have no idea how we would do anything.
Right. I got a gong. Someone got a staircase.
Fen has a staircase, a little staircase. Alu has the hand puppet, and I'm in charge of the pyrotechnics. And I think that we should do okay, so Fen, you're on the staircase. You're gonna roll it out. If anyone else has any other ideas, bring them with me.
By all
let me
means.
know. And Alu, you should sit on the staircase with your little hand puppet, and Fen, you should you and this little hand puppet should be friends. And just tell your life story, your sad, pathetic life story of how Roland's sister died, and just how that is eating you up, and why you can't be friends with anyone anymore, and why you live in the woods. I think that'll really bring a tear to everyone's eye here on stage. And then Roland, you should do the gong as
in remembrance.
yes, in remembrance. And then I'll end the show in this big grand finale with pyrotechnics.
Do you have it split into 3 acts? Rusty comes over at this point. Matrim gives you guys a wink and he walks away. Rusty comes up and he says, okay, I've got you out of the playbill. You're going to go after the mouse orchestra, but before the dancers. If we're doing this, then I need 3 solid acts from you guys.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about this?
3 acts. I can break my story into 3 acts. The first act is I was
Meeting, dating, death.
Yes.
Well, orphaned first, then the wife died, Roland's sister died, and then Roland chose to save some stranger woman hanging off the
Give me a
abyss.
persuasion check, Fen.
Yeah.
I didn't choose it. She beat you to it. That's all.
Give me a persuasion check, Fen.
All right. What's my persuasion?
Probably not very good.
Great.
Probably nothing. Oh, -1. Great.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
You have a -1 persuasion?
I have a -1, so I'm rolling a D19 here, guys. I gotta change the die, my color.
Yeah.
Die.
Okay.
13. 13.
Rusty is hesitant. She kind of looks back to the room where Matrim is, and Matrim like waves her on, and she looks back and she's like, I put a lot of work into this show and I really needed to go well. And then she kind of touches her head and each of you can hear her whisper. It's like she's whispering in her ear, even though she's standing far away from you. And she says, I can give you guys hints as you perform. Well, listen, I've got confidence. We can do it. We're going to knock him dead. Jesus fucking Christ. And you're like, who is that? And then she walks back on stage.
Okay.
So, while you guys are back there, you can mingle. So all these people represent, like, this is all backstage. There's the Midnight Mummers. There's Jarl and his mouse orchestra. There is Nuala and her dancers. And you guys are backstage now. Among the performers, you guys can talk and mingle as you want. Real quick, while you guys are kind of getting set up, you hear Rusty, her voice booming out over the crowd, and you hear her say, Waterdeep has many villains, but few so terrifying as the Baron of Blood, a cruel nobleman who bathes in a bath of blood drawn from his victims. Each night, the Baron's minions prowl the streets for lost souls to kidnap. They deliver them to the Baron's manor when he personally murders them. And you see the lights start to dim. You think that Rusty has some magic to her to make things more effective. Things start to quiet down. People are more focused now. One night, a penniless tiefling named Bravado was searching the sewers for salvage when he tripped and broke his lantern. In the pitch dark, and as she says dark, all the lights go off. It is entirely dark. He stumbled across the hidden entrance to the Baron's manor, and you see one lantern in the far corner flicker to light. When the Baron returned, Bravado had no option but to hide in his bath of blood. Alas, the Baron found him. Covered in blood, Bravado took a great gamble. He pretended to be the devil lord Asmodeus. The trick worked, and Bravado tried many unsuccessful ploys to distract the Baron and escape. In time, the Baron caught on to his ruse, but was so impressed by his cunning that he decided to let him live. The Baron rewarded Bravado by agreeing to swap roles with him one night every 10 days. For that night, Bravado would enjoy all the luxuries of the wealthy, while the Baron mixed with the poor. Perhaps the Baron's here tonight. We've already had 3 deaths. Will there be another to sate the Baron's bloodlust? And as she says that, you hear just a terrifying scream come from the cellar back like below the bar. And people get up and they're a little jumpy. But Rusty relaxes. She motions people to relax. It's all part of the show. And the lights come back on and people kind of clap. It's a little awkward. But she goes back behind stage and she says, all right, Midnight Mummers, you guys are up. And she comes back out and she says, the next performance will be The Lay of Agaron, written by Wilhelm Swingpike and performed by the Midnight Mummers. And they will come out on stage, giving a little more room back here. And while they're performing, you guys can do whatever you'd like.
All right, so Hollyriese is like clapping very enthusiastically.
This is all going over Roland's head.
Yeah. He's like, I don't get it.
Fine.
It's like, so this is representative of the fate of mankind? I don't...
Fen, before we go on, can I introduce you guys?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Holly's gonna talk to who's the gentleman in the
tri-pointer hat.
tri-pointer hat?
That is Nula. Nula, that's a lady. I know the icon doesn't show it. But Nula looks, she's a human dancer. She's got 4 other performances. She is closing out the night's performance.
Okay.
She says, "Oh, you were added to the bill at the last minute, weren't you?"
Yes.
Yeah, we were. So you're a dancer? That's like so exciting. You know, when I was younger, my mom tried to get me to take dance lessons and I just like wouldn't do them. And I kind of regret it. So what, like, is that how you stay so fit?
I try.
Do you like performing?
Yeah, yes, we're here tonight, performing. We represent the Sea Maidens Fair, where we normally do 2 shows an evening, but tonight we wanted to come out to the Yawning Portal and perform. And she's being polite, but she seems not super interested in talking with you.
Is this your first time in Waterdeep?
Yes.
Really? So where did you, I mean,
Insight check.
where can I add,
Okay.
Where were you before this?
Give me an insight check.
All right, hang on.
Insight check.
I'm doing it.
All of us,
She
or
says-
just one of us?
All of you can, sure. And Holly, when you kind of try and pry into her past, she shuts down and she's like, "I'm sorry, I have a performance I need to work on."
Okay, hold on.
So I was checking. I rolled
mind space.
Okay. Oh, Fen, for being a boonie, you are very instant touch.
I'm very
Also
charming.
got a 20.
Yeah, she.
All right.
She's.
Out.
You think that she's being honest that this is her first time in Waterdeep, but you also can tell a caged person, like
Yeah.
she is.
She's cagey.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
And she
You're
kind of
trying to
walks away.
Yeah. Yep, you're trying to perform, break a leg. Not literally though.
While you guys are kind of hanging out backstage and this conversation's happened, the Midnight Mummers are done, and next comes out Jarl with his mouse orchestra, and it's literally he's enchanted a bunch of mice to perform music.
Okay. What are the other factions behind here? We just got the mummers back. We had
Yes, the mummers and then Nula and her dancers.
Okay. So we should probably talk to the mummers now since we got them back, and Nula's dancers aren't going to talk to us.
We don't know that.
We'll go talk to them. I don't know
Yeah.
these people. You do your thing. You know the theater.
Does anyone else want to talk?
I mean,
I had to perform. I think Fen-
Alu doesn't even.
Fen's
Alu
getting in the
doesn't
zone.
want to-
Yeah.
Alu doesn't want to perform at all. She doesn't like being center of attention. She's too used to living in the shadows, but she is a good contortionist.
There you go.
future reference. All boys here.
That's not what I meant, but okay. She can do a Cirque du Soleil.
All right. And am I correct in assuming that mummers are like singers? Like
yeah,
choir?
yeah. So so I can give you. I'll give you a quick rundown of their performance. The adventure just gives me the Baron of Blood as text. But so there's they while you guys were talking, they put on a 3-act play called The Lay of Agaron. This was written. It's a famous historical play. but this was rewritten. You notice that I guess Holly, you've probably seen the play before. This performance is very different. It's much more body. There's a lot more jokes. There's like a lot of saucy jokes and slapstick comedy, and a little racy melodrama. You think that Wilhelm essentially kind of rewrote his own spin on this play for them to perform, and it got a lot of laughs from the room.
Okay.
Spirits are high now.
Right. So, and we're trying to find out from these people who is infiltrating this place to
You're trying to figure out who might be here on behalf of Zared Zord, who is the captain of the Sea Maidens Fair.
Yeah.
And you're trying to figure. And Nuala mentioned that that's where she was sent from, but you're trying to figure out why they're here or what they're up to.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
So Hollyriese is going to talk to one of the dancers.
Sure thing.
So how long have you been a dancer?
10 years now.
That is a long-ass time. What has been the best performance so far, do you think, for you?
That we've performed?
Yeah. Like location, story. I mean, do you perform the same story over and over? Do you tell the same story? Have you always been part of this troupe?
Not
Who
always,
are you as a dancer?
I mean, it's the show that I've been hired to do this time. We're just here to put on a musical interpretation of they call it modern dance, and it involves a lot of black leotards and asynchronous movements to music that doesn't seem to really match the tone or mood that we're in, but I do what I'm paid.
I completely understand that. So, are you nervous at all? I would be.
No, I mean, this is my job, and she's stretching and stuff.
All right. I'll ask, how long are you in town for?
I mean, I live here. I'm in Waterdeep. I was hired for a couple performances for the Sea Maidens Fair, but I'm once this show's done, I'll roll on to another one.
Oh yeah.
Wow. If you're interested, you should totally perform for my family sometime. Like the next time we're hosting a party, we should hire you. We'd love to hire you.
Alu, you notice, because I didn't beat your passive perception, you and Rolan notice that... Actually, what's Fenn's passive perception? Basically everyone but Hollyriese, because she's in conversation. You notice that Nuala is kind of scanning your group in particular. Just kind of while she's doing her stretches, her eyes never really seem to leave you as people.
I don't want to do any of the talking, but is this a good opportunity to stealthily go through performers' things?
I would say that it's a great opportunity to go through whoever's not here's things, but there's probably not enough room to sneak around through their stuff until they're on stage.
Right, but I'm just thinking of it now, while they're on stage,
Yeah,
the dancers when they go back.
Throughout the whole thing, doing that. Can I do a stealth check?
Yeah, you can search belongings once people are on stage. So right now you could go through Jarl's, but it might be tough to.
Don't go through Jarl's butt.
15, 14, 16. So that would be a 17.
17. Okay, so you can go through Jarl's things. It's mostly mouse food and tiny violins.
Oh.
So nothing there.
No, but the lucky thing is you did not get noticed by anyone else while you did that.
Good. Do I have to do a stealth check every time I want to check someone's stuff?
I will tell you when you need to do a stealth check and when you don't. But at this point, you hear that the tiny twee little music has stopped. People are clapping, and Rusty comes backstage and she says, Holly and the
Yeah.
Go Delicately's. That's, I guess, your guys' name. Holly and the Go Delicately's, you guys are up next.
Okay.
So
Guys-
at this, you guys are kind of shuffled out on stage, possibly against your will. Tell me about your
Definitely.
performance.
Like you as the DM?
You guys are performing.
Yeah.
You describe your performance. Tell me all 3 acts. Well, tell me what's going on. Each of you has to play a part.
I think Roland is going to announce each part with a smash of the gong.
Okay.
There will be
I
some
would-
contortionists.
I
acrobatics.
I would also. So we have Fen talking to this puppet, right?
Correct.
I think Hollyriese would actually be
Fen-
really cool
Fen,
to
what
like
do you say?
operate it.
Yeah.
I was gonna give a little introduction.
Okay, go ahead. Do that.
Okay,
course
go
you
for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, orcs, dragons, mythical creatures, turn your attention to a story of passion.
As you
love,
say that, you hear someone from the backstage say, "What about dwarves?
dwarves and dwarves, the most
What about
important of all.
halflings?
Holy shit! Go
All
with me.
humanoid creatures.
Yes, all. Thank you, Roland. All creatures of Waterdeep.
There you go.
Listen and watch the tale of love, passion, murder, and regret as our dear Fen tells his tale of woe from orphan child to lost love. It shall move you.
So
Fen, take it away.
So how I see this going is that Fen is just kind of the straight man of this, and I think Hollyriese will be like operating the puppet and giving
Yeah.
like incredible exaggerated reactions, and then like talking over him and like talking to the audience and like elaborating and embellishing everything.
Yeah, so Fen,
all
tell
the
us your
while,
story.
all the while.
So is Holly, because Hollyriese has the puppet, or Alu had the puppet?
Well,
I
Alu had the puppet.
Alu had it.
I definitely don't want the puppet. I'm
Yeah,
not
so we'll give
I
it
will-
to.
Hollyriese will happily take the
Oh,
puppet.
Okay.
using that, but
So Fen,
I'm thinking we get Fen up on like the stoop, like
Yeah.
the staircase, and he's
Stairs.
just like all he has to do is tell his story,
yes.
and we'll let Hollyriese like theaterize the whole thing.
Yeah,
all the while
puppet-
that Alu is contortioning and using her like thief skills to do her like almost like interpretive dance move contortionism.
Yep.
As like what she thinks the mood is, and I'll do the same thing with my glaive, just kind of but like sword dancing it.
Okay.
And then when I think it's appropriate, I will randomly tap the gong if I think it's a particularly dramatic moment.
Okay, so Alu
kind
and
of
Roland, both of
in
you
soul.
give me acrobatics checks. And Fen, you tell me what your story is.
Acrobatics. Okay. Oh, cool. I'm not too bad at this.
All right.
it's murder in soul. It's
It
great.
does. I need to ask you a question.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter what the answer is because it's not going to change what my response is going to be. But are you asking me to actually, right now, as we sit here, go through the story and tell you my story?
I'm asking what Fen is on stage. He knows he needs to, like, you guys know by now that you need to get backstage while Nula and the dancers are performing. If you blow this, then you're probably not getting backstage again. So what does Fen say to captivate the audience?
I mean, so what I'm asking you is, can I just tell
Say that
you
did it.
that Fen tells his story?
No,
It's
Or
been a
do
while.
I have
Tell
to
the story. Tell the
Because we
story.
haven't gone over our backstories in a while, man. I
So
don't
I
think
think
I
Fen,
even
I
remember.
Fen
do have
could
to tell the
also
story.
lie if Fen's the type of person that it like this is. I mean, this is essentially he was drafted into telling a story about how his wife that he loves died. He may not want to tell that story, so it is no one else is going to know. I'm not going to make you roll deception to lie to everyone about what story.
Right, but what you're telling me is that I, right now, one way or the other, have to actually, as we sit here to each other,
yes,
tell
Tell a
you
story.
guys a story.
yes,
Yes.
That's what you're
Yeah.
telling me I got to do.
And I'll help.
So I've got
Hollyriese will
to find some way to be creative in a really interesting way, or else we fail.
Do your best.
Okay, this is.
Give us the outline of how you
got
see
it.
it.
I don't know. So Nate, I think you understand this, and sure you probably do too. This is the one thing that I don't want to do on D&D.
Yeah,
But
it's
now
the
I
one thing
know
he's
for
the worst
the
at
best.
as a
Yeah,
player.
great.
I know. Okay, so let me try and recount because I don't think I even remember what our backstory, like our mutual.
I have the
backstory is.
backstory actually here in front of me.
Oh,
I
do
can just
you?
read it.
Okay, do
Read
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
do
you
that.
The wife, the widower part of the story is not mentioned or fleshed out. It's sort of implied.
Yeah.
So that whole part of it is like not really extant.
You could tell any story. You could tell an elvish legend that you've heard. Like
You could quote the Princess Bride.
yeah, you could if you feel like you want to tell the story about how on one high holy day in the middle of winter, a tower was besieged, and there was only one person bad enough to there was only one person who was so hard to die that he had to stop the evil Hans McGruber from.
I have a story that's a part of. It's a legend from my people's history. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are ready for this?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the legend of a girl named Felda.
Okay.
Ooh, fell down.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
the story of this magical thing called the Triforce.
The
Nice.
Triforce.
Yes.
You hear from the crowd, someone says, "Try to force some laughter."
And and Fen ignores it and because this is very serious business.
Mhm.
And so he tells the tale of this young boy
I'm just drawing triangles with my big
Ooh.
glaive.
Yeah.
is from a little backwater village
Mm-hmm.
that
A
no one ever
peasant.
goes to.
Trying to make his way.
This is
He'd
you
be-
as the skull, right, Holly?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
what you're doing right now? Okay.
to make his way.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, Holly, you hear while Fen is talking, going through the first parts.
God damn it! Hey, listen. Hey.
So you hear Holly in your mind, or someone whispering in your ear. I think the audience needs to see your wits while he's talking. Say something witty, and Fen, you keep going.
Okay. So she said something witty. Great. All right. And then let's see. I'm trying to remember the plot.
Is that what you say out loud?
Then,
Sick.
yeah, that's what he says out loud because he's not creepy. Then he talks about
Why is
how-
Zelda always trying to save the princess?
Yeah. So
Which timeline will he go with?
Child,
Child, adult, or failure?
there's a terrible storm going on, and I think it was like the village elder gives him a wooden sword, and he has to go and break into the castle and
He's going
release
classic.
the prisoner in the dungeon of the castle.
At that line, Roland, you hear a whisper in your ear that says, "Quick, dance a jig or something."
Okay. So I will unsheath the end of my glaive, and then do like a cartwheel while I stick it into the floor of the stage, and do like a cool flip over thing over the rod of it, and then I will do a quick spin around the glaive.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Shit. Okay. Acrobatics. Okay. I'm still good at acrobatics.
And
Okay.
Fen, what happens? So he has the wooden sword,
I'll
and
take
he's storming the castle in the storm. Okay, you're fine, Roland.
All right,
What
cool.
what happens next?
Okay. Hang on. I'm looking it up.
Fen, you hear, as you're kind of stumbling through your story, you hear a whisper in your ear that says, "You're stealing all the limelight. Find a way to better involve your companions in the act."
That was in Holly's ear or in
No,
That was
was
in
in
Fen's ear.
You could say that he did many spin attacks to cut through the bushes to get to the dungeon.
So Link finds out that Princess Felda has been captured, kidnapped.
More like Princess Smelda.
Sure.
And so he taking the wooden sword given to him by the local
Uncle.
chieftain, uncle dude. He goes off and breaks into the dungeon and tries to rescue Zelda. But on his way out, the terrible priest lord named Aghanim
Ooh.
magics him and Zelda away, and Link is his name, the hero. He then has to go through many dungeons to try to find the Triforce of Power, and so that he can then be powerful enough to find and kill the terrible priest Aghanim.
So at this point, we'll say like Fen's been kind of going on with his story for like 15 to 20 minutes, and Alu, you hear it in your ear, like, "You've been dancing, but we need you to speak up. Bring the finale home."
And
Me?
Holly.
Sorry, Alu heard this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So you have to find.
So I'm guessing that I then somehow.
Fen's in the middle of talking about like a final climactic showdown.
Oh, you should say that his princess is in another castle.
Okay, now we're merging two different storylines here, but two different princesses.
Does Fen stop the performance and say that? This is an important cultural
getting it
story
wrong,
of my
Roland, don't
people.
fuck it up.
You're bastardizing it.
Yes.
No, he doesn't say that.
So he ends up having to fight through all of these dungeons. He ends up having to fight like a whole bunch of bosses. You might call them bosses, I think. And he collects many great treasures on the way. Somewhere along the way, he ends up getting teleported to this terrible dark world that he must fight a whole bunch of several bosses, three wise evildoers, and he defeats them. And then on his journey, he reaches the top of what are we going to call it? Death Mountain seems appropriate.
A mountain of death.
Yes, to have a final climactic fight with Aghanim. But in what it turned, he finds out at the end that Aghanim was only posing as Aghanim. In fact, this was a terrible, horrible, like the greatest Dark Lord in the history of the land, named Banendorf.
Banendorf.
He reveals himself to be Banendorf.
Steve Banendorf.
That's right. And he was a guy who ran a terrible online news outfit, and told a lot of lies and terrible, dangerous,
Peddling all sorts of deceit and darkness.
So now Link had to not only defeat Ganondorf to rescue the kidnapped Zelda, but also to save democracy, and make sure that evil people don't get elected. There you go. And then he ends up taking his master knife. And he ends up killing Banendorf.
His master blade.
Gotcha.
Nice.
All right.
His
Their
master blade.
Princess Felda, and brings peace back to the land.
With that masterful story, give me a performance check with advantage.
We need the pyrotechnics.
Or just Fen?
Whoever has the highest performance can do it.
My
How do you use the
not
pyrotechnics, Holly?
What?
I have a +1 on performance.
I have a -1.
I have a -1.
I have a +2 on performance.
Do
All
it.
right.
Do it.
It's all about when you put the pyrotechnics in. It really helps us out.
It's the best part. It's the finale.
The finale.
Yeah.
The
So
pyrotechnics go off. That just
18. Fuck yeah.
Take it.
Beautiful. At that, the audience leaps to their feet. There's cheering. There's some tears are shed.
Yes.
This has been the high point of the evening so far. And with that, you guys can grab your props and whisk yourselves backstage as the dancers come out to finish out the night's performance.
Sorry about the big gash in the stage. Don't trip over it. Yeah.
So back to stealthily, rifling through people's shit.
Yeah. Whose stuff are you looking through?
What was that? All of them, like basically.
Nula. Nula seems to be the most suspicious. We got to do that.
So in Nula's belongings, you find. There we go. In Nula's belongings, you find a small. They call it a casket, and in my mind, it's like a large brooch with a locked clasp, essentially.
Okay.
You find this casket.
All right, can I pick the lock?
You do have thieves' tools. I think it's essentially sleight of hand +2.
Plus your proficiency modifier. So yes, unless you have expertise in that, then it's twice.
Unless I have expertise in what, sleight of hand or in.
Do you want to pick the lock here, or do you want? Yeah. You can go ahead.
I'm thinking.
I'll stand in front of her watching the show from backstage.
Not let them know that we've done it. So
yeah. Roll a d20 +4.
D20 +4. Okay.
Hey, okay.
Hell yeah.
Finally!
You open the casket up, and you see a light shining out of it. Magic light radiates from the casket as it opens. It kind of merges into a little foot-tall, kind of like Princess Leia at the beginning of Star Wars.
Oh,
a little hologram of a person.
Girl Kenobi.
You hear a male voice whispering a message in Elvish. Alu, do you know Elvish?
I do.
I think
Fen knows Elvish. Holly knows
Good,
Elvish.
right? Fen's an elf.
Fen is an elf.
Yeah, they speak Common, Elvish, Orc, and Sylvan.
Nice.
I speak Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, Thieves, and Thieves.
Okay, so you hear, in Elvish, you hear from below Menzo Berenzen to atop Luskin. That's the first thing you hear. And then you hear, in a separate voice, my dear Shavis, this fool has acquired an artifact that is pertinent to our hunt for the Vault of Dragons. It may even be a lead to the object we seek, but be wary. Other agents are trying to steal it, so you need to move fast. I've arranged for your dancers to perform tonight at the Yawning Portal. Steal this item and place it inside this casket. I will take it from here.
Oh, we're taking it. We're stealing it. We're not making it so that it's unnoticeable. I'm taking it and we're leaving.
The casket?
Yeah. Or whatever it is. That's the artifact, right? You're supposed to put in.
The artifact is what now? So is the artifact that they are trying to put in the casket in there?
No, they
have not found it yet.
No, there's something in the Yawning Portal that they were sent here to get.
Okay.
And they're supposed to
we
put
don't
it
know what that is.
No, but you have recently come into another item.
The little bottle.
Yeah.
Haha.
So should we use some sort of like smart putting 2 and 2 together check? Because I got that bottle right down.
You don't need to do a check. Like if you understand it, you get it. So Fen and Holly, you would know that Shavis is a drow name. Nalu is not a drow, but Shavis is definitely a drow name.
Okay.
And that bottle has the symbol of
detect magic.
A drow.
That matches the bottle.
Yeah.
So I got that bottle right on down my cleavage, and I pull it out, put it in the little casket. But
you put it in the casket?
Yeah, but can we leave first? I want to leave or find a quiet.
Yeah. You guys can.
I don't know if we should. That's basically doing it for them.
Yeah, you can. You don't. Yeah.
We're interested.
You can leave. If you want to find a quiet spot. Melun and Matrim will kind of usher you over away from the stage into this corner here while the dancers are performing. So you guys can come over here.
Got to go back to the other screen. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, because we don't know what's gonna happen when we put the thing in the box.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to.
I don't think we want to do it here, but I'm taking the casket out. I feel like we should go back to our crummy little shack if we can leave and do it there.
So, Melun War Dragon asks what you guys found out.
We haven't told them that yet, right?
Yeah.
You guys just like
haven't
they
said
saw you
anything,
leave
no.
and they kind of ushered you over to report back.
So the dancers, some of them and Melu came from the city I can't pronounce.
Menzo Baranzan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when our stealthily friend over here was rifling through a few of their items, we came across this casket where they mentioned Shavaz, who is a drow or an evil.
It's a drow name.
It's a drow name.
Well, why would we be telling them this?
Because they give us a favor. They're members of two very well-known heroic factions.
That we're gonna trust them. Just want to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that someone is in cahoots with the evil elves or the drow.
We tell them who it is that had it, right?
Yeah, it was found in Nula's belongings.
Yes.
So War Dragon says Nula could be a drow in disguise. What did the casket like? Were you able to open it?
Yes.
The casket told us that it said, "My dearest Shavaz, there's an artifact that I am looking to steal. Find this artifact, place it in the casket, and I will take care of the rest." But we don't know who this voice was.
We don't know who the buyer is, and we're not entirely sure what the artifact is.
And we're not sure what the artifact is.
We're not sure what will happen even if we put it inside the casket.
We don't know that we
Three
want to put it
Strings
in
at that point says, I would advise not putting the bottle in the casket.
I'm so desperately want to, though.
I mean, you can.
To see.
I wouldn't.
All right, Holly says no. Alu says yes. What do you boys think?
No. We can always do it later. But
Okay,
we don't.
We're not going to do it.
As far as we know, they make it seem like if we do that, we'll just be FedExing whatever it is they want straight to them. It was
already pretty chaotic earlier. I don't know that I want to deal with that again.
So.
Can we destroy the casket instead?
You can try.
Do we still have it? Or do we put it back in the thing?
I have it.
All right, so you'll know it's gone then. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I stole it.
I noticed that our friends are leaving.
Yeah, Ranear and Yagra.
They're headed off somewhere.
How would we just how would we? Do we need to do some sort of know how to destroy it?
I don't know if we would know how to destroy it. I mean, if it's magical, it's going to be hard to destroy.
I guess, Holly, you can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Lovely.
You don't know a lot about what this is, but you can tell it might be some sort of tiny little portal, and destroying it might alert whoever's on the other side that it is destroyed.
So I don't think we should focus on destroying it. I think we should focus more on why it's here and who the buyer is. If this is some sort of portal and it's destroyed, it could alert whoever's waiting. And that we don't know who that is.
While you guys are talking, Durnan speaks up and he says, "What the hell's going on down there?" And you see a little bit of smoke coming out of this door right here. And Durnan says, "Oh, hell. Roland, can you come check this out?" And
No problem, Durnan. I'll be right there. And I'll...
What if we dropped the little casket down the Yawning Portal?
you could.
Possible.
I mean, the likelihood that they'll be able to recover it, right? I mean, we don't know how magic it is. Kind of magic it is. Probably won't break.
It's
but then they won't
probably
be-
You can see the
Dark
smoke
magic.
getting a little thicker, Roland. If you
I
pay.
will. Okay. I will. Yeah. I'll hoist my glaive up, and I'll head over to the thing, to the smoky area, and I'll go check it out.
You see that there is a trap door here, and there is a decent amount of smoke coming out this door.
Oh boy. All right. Guys, I'm heading over here.
okay. Have fun.
All right. So I will head down, and I will approach
So
it
all
from a
we
low
know is
angle, so I don't get
nothing
smoke
about
in the
this.
face.
Lovely little casket.
Let me move you over here.
All right. If you say so. I don't know where I am, but...
Scroll down on the map a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm down in like the cellar now,
Yes.
from under the kitchen, and there was smoke coming out of the door, right? So
Yeah, you can see there's some additional smoke, and there is some sort of fire.
some sort of fire down here.
Yeah.
All right. Do I see the source of it, or...
You would need to go further in to see it.
Okay. Do I, before I go try and fight this fire, do I see any like water barrels anywhere?
Yeah. There's casks down here. Some of it's ale, but some of it's marked like water.
Water. Can I get one of the smaller ones and pick it up and open it, or like get it ready so I can pour it on
sure
the
thing.
fire if I need to?
Yeah.
All right, then I guess I'll head down to the stairs here and grab one of the more carryable barrels of water, and start heading over to it. But I'm gonna try and keep an eye out because
From your angle, you see
Oh,
Yagra Stonefist down on the ground.
oh shit. Okay. I will, if once I see her and all of my warning signs and bells go off, and I will start hefting my glaive instead, and I will start slowly approaching, but I'm going to be looking around the room
Sure
for
thing.
anything else.
You can go up to her and then give me a perception roll.
Okay, my perception's not too bad. Yeah, okay. All right, 17.
That's pretty good.
Okay, let me see what I got on my end. Okay, it's a tie. So here's what I'm gonna say happens. You see, a man in like robes with all sorts of vials and flasks, on him, and you see him just in time for him to cast a spell at you, and give me a wisdom saving roll.
A wisdom saving roll?
Yes.
Okay, that's potentially fatal. All right. Oh, boy.
While this is happening,
21, natural 20.
I did.
okay. Uh,
Yeah.
Nice.
So there is an idea that is for a moment, not it doesn't last because you fucking crit on your wisdom saving roll. But there is an
Yeah.
idea that goes in your head for a brief moment, and this idea is that Yagra is down, and for some reason in your brain, for a brief moment, you think that Fen has killed her. And
Interesting.
but it's only a brief moment. If you had failed it, I had a whole beautiful mind thing set up where you think that Fen has killed your sister, but you crit, so we're gonna ignore that. While that's happening, Durnan shouts, "There's more smoke coming out. You guys better get down there." To the rest of the party, if you guys want to head on down.
I'm not going.
Durnan, you owe me.
Alu is out on that.
Fen, we'll say you guys get this far.
I'll just stand at the top of the stairs.
Okay. Alu's going to be here. Holly's going to be down there. All right. Let's roll some initiative.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Cool. Not great. 6. Oh, Fenn's got
I
proactive.
keep fought on initiative. I'm really proactive. I'm just a big klutz.
Maybe that's why, because you're so eager to go.
I'm just over.
Don't mind your footing.
11.
Okay, so sorry. Give me, Roland, what was your roll? A 6?
6.
Got it. Fen, what was yours?
19.
19.
Alu, what was yours?
11.
And Hollyriese is also a 6. But I think I have the larger decks.
Let me roll for my guys. I just got these boys. Okay. That is a 6, but that is going after your 6. Both of your 6s. And you guys get a... Got it. All right. So you guys stumble on. You see there's this smoke-filled room. There is someone here. Yagra is down. And then you see a group of people kind of on the outskirts. They were trying to stay hidden behind caskets, but now they're here. We will... How do I set it up by order again? Here we go. Descending. And we'll just switch it so Roland goes before Malleus and Hollyriese goes before. There we go. Okay. Fen, you get to act first.
Combat time.
So what, am I just picking whichever one I want, huh?
Yeah, man.
Huh. What is that? What is this? Tell me what this one is.
What
This
is what?
one. It's like a icon of a chick, blonde hair, right next to Roland.
That's
No,
a
what?
dude. That's
Dude,
a young
That's the
man.
dude who's tried to. Yeah, that's the dude that
That's
tried to
the
make me think
wizard.
you killed my sister. And Yagra.
I feel like I'm going to start on the outside. This closest dude to me on
Yep.
top of the map there. I'm going to walk over to him. And I'm going to stick my boot in his ass. How about that? All right, longsword. I need to roll a hit.
Mm-hmm.
I get +2 proficiency, right?
Yep.
Yeah, if you're proficient with it, yeah. So it'll be that plus your strength plus D20.
Sorry, who are you attacking? Can you move to them?
Yes.
This one.
That boy.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. I get my proficiency bonus, which is 2. And then
plus your strength.
plus my strength.
Should be like 2 or 3, so probably 5.
2. So
Okay, so
total
4.
Plus 4.
Yeah,
Yep.
plus 4 to hit.
You do not hit.
Why does it always like
I know. I
hang
watched,
on the big number
Is
and
Fen
then
doing
roll
anything
over?
else?
I mean, I moved and I attacked, right?
Yep.
And I whiffed.
Yeah.
What do I got left? I don't.
All
I
right.
think
You
I
got a
kind of
second
shot my
action,
wad
don't you?
there.
So that guy is swinging his scimitar right back at you, and he
course.
rolls a 12.
And
That's a
my,
miss, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. My AC
This guy is gonna shoot you with his crossbow from his spot, and he
everybody
rolls
attacking
a 21.
All right.
Ooh.
And it
Shot you in the
is
back of the head with an arrow.
7 damage. You take 7 from that hit. That is all the bandits are going to do. These guys are going to stay hidden for now. Alu, it is your turn. You hear a swing, a shout, and a twang while smoke's coming out.
Do we know what the smoke is, or at least does Roland know what the smoke is?
It is
No, I didn't get that
smoke.
far.
It's just like
Is
no
it-
fire, just smoke.
There's a
Probably
fire. but-
some amount of carbon monoxide. Roland, you roll an arcane check, and let's see how much of the chemical composition you can understand.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm
yeah.
kidding.
I was gonna say I got like a -1 to Arcana.
I mean, Alu's protecting valuable stuff. She's not like.
She doesn't
And
have
she's
to come down.
delicate.
She can stay up there.
I don't think she is gonna come down. She's gonna be like, "Sorry, guys, enjoy."
All right, Roland.
So I'm
It
a team
is.
player.
I might. Is there like, can I be sneaky and stealthy and like just like hide like here where no one notices me, but I
Yeah,
can
give me-
like.
There's combat going on. Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay. If I'm not stealthy, I'm staying where I was. All right. What is with advantage? I just rolled the two.
Roll
two
twice and take the better option.
dice. Okay, that I just want to make sure. All right.
And then roll
Alright.
again.
Roll again.
Yeah, you're fine.
+4
You're where you're at. Yeah,
20.
you're good.
All right.
That's,
Well hidden.
that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Mine.
Yep.
All right. From where I'm at, I'm just gonna swing my glaive at this mind controller guy
Sure.
and see if I can't hit him. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right. And then I'm going to roll that. That is 8 slashing damage.
Got it.
Bonus action, Polearm Master. Going to roll to hit. That's a 12.
That hits.
Excellent. And damage. Minimum 4. bludgeoning
Still
damage.
kills him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is dead.
All right.
Nice job. Roland.
Excellent. Then I saw this guy over here, right?
Yes.
Well, he shot at Fen, right?
Yep.
Cool. I will move over to him, action surge, and I will attack him as well.
Go ahead.
All right.
Action surge.
That's a fighter ability. I get to basically for every short rest I get to take an extra action.
I want some cool shit like that. I'm jealous.
That's fighter, baby.
I don't even
21 to
know-
hit.
am I a ranger? What am
You
I?
hit.
Excellent. All right. Rolling a d10. That is 9 slashing damage to him.
You hurt him bad.
Excellent. I
He's
will
hurt.
call that a turn. I can't do that again, though, Ian.
Yep. Hollyriese, it is your turn.
Yep.
As you get higher levels, you'll get to do it
So-
like up to 3 times, but
I want to put out the smoke, and you said there were casks of water, so I want to use shape water on the smoke.
Sure thing. You actually, if you look at where the source of the smoke is, you notice it doesn't look like just like someone set a fire. This looks like this was some sort of chemical. There's like black smoke coming out, but it's unnaturally acrid. And yeah, you can go ahead and throw water at it, but you notice that this is a magical flame.
Okay.
Ian, you're a ranger, right? You should have 2 first-level spells, I think, at least. Go check out what those are if you want to figure out how to do more
Mark and
stuff.
Zephyr Strike.
Hunter's Mark is what you should probably be casting like right out the gate of most fights.
Yep.
That'll add an
I have
extra
to choose
D6.
my enemy first.
Cameron,
Yes.
can you remind me for Shape Water, is that just the 1d20?
It's no, you don't have to do anything. I was saying that you cast it as is, and you cover it with water, and you're fine. It's a cantrip that you just kind of tell me what it does. You're good.
Okay.
That is an action. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
if
that's
you can
fine.
Attack also.
That's fine. I wanted to just take care of that.
Okay, so
So then it would have been the other guy's turn.
yeah,
he's
dead. Instead, Reiner comes down to see what the commotion is, and
That is.
he looks around and he sees you, Alu, and he is going to swing at you.
Reiner is going to swing. How does he see me? Down the stairs.
He looks down and he sees you're there. You're
You
not
were
hiding
hiding
angle.
from the vantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not hidden from his vantage point.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
How does it not?
You take 10 damage, and remember you have 5 temporary health.
Yeah.
So 5 total damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Fen, it is your turn, and at this point, the other guys, like, they kind of put up their hands. They're like, their boss has been killed. They're not putting up a fight anymore.
So wow, what do I do now? My whole purpose in life has been removed. I mean,
Weapons down.
So the fight's over then, yeah?
You hear Alu cry out as she's been hit.
Oh, I can't do anything about that, can I?
You can run over there, yeah.
I mean,
If they give up, hopefully they won't do an opportunity attack on you if you move away from them. But
well, okay. How about this? I have one spell, right? That is,
you have Hunter's Mark and Zephyr Strike.
you move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
I mean, you could do that.
Sure,
So
do it.
I can cast that, walk over to our injured friend, and I don't know what I can do.
Well, you
for
could
the
go.
injured
You could
friend.
go knock out Reiner, see what the hell's going on. Because he's swinging at her. We can go attack, go non-lethally melee attack him or something.
All right.
No,
yeah.
kill that motherfucker.
Well, we don't. He's a friend. We know he's a friend.
He's
supposed
not
to
a
be.
friend. He just attacked me.
Yeah, I just want to incapacitate.
Yeah,
you.
but I know that might not
Fen,
be what
whatever
happened.
you're gonna
because
do,
that
do
guy
it
tried to
right
do.
now.
Yeah.
I'm running over, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to, I don't know, smack this dude with a.
Yeah,
with a-
turn your blade flat or hit him with the
Yeah, go
back
ahead.
end, your pommel or
I'm
whatever.
gonna hit him with the pommel. How about that? Butt end.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. How do I do that?
Just roll attack. Roll it's a hit, so it'll be 2d20 plus 4.
Yep.
Oh, you
Nice.
hit.
That definitely hits. And I guess roll for damage.
Be a D10.
Reiner's not very strong from what I remember. Like, he's just a dude. He's a royal dude, but he's just a dude.
Rolling to hit. I mean attack.
Yeah, rolling for damage. 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right. On contact with Reiner, you notice a weird squish, and his body moves a bit around the blade, and
He's an X-Man.
he changes into someone else, someone that you don't really recognize, possibly a tiefling.
Interesting.
Imposter.
And I guess in the essence of time, we're going to say because all he was going to do, you guys, he has enough HP, you're not going to kill him in a turn. He's going to disengage and get back upstairs, and we are going to have him merge with the crowd.
Oh shit. Okay. So we got a shapeshifter squishy boy. Look
All
out
right.
for him now.
You guys are down. You hear Yagra kind of breathing very raggedly. What do you guys do downstairs? You're out of combat now.
I'll start corralling our would-be attackers, having them throw down arms and getting them all wrangled together.
Yeah.
We'll let either Fen or Holly. I don't know how Alu's medical skills are, but I'm gonna have them see to.
I have no medical skills.
I actually have hands on. What's that?
Oh,
thing?
you do? Yeah. Okay. That's right, because ASMR. Yeah. Okay. Then maybe you should pick her up, give her like one point, and have her stand. Be able to stand back up.
Yeah. Give her a little love.
Yeah. Okay. So Alu's got that covered.
Yep.
Hopefully.
I want to talk to the guys, the would-be attackers.
Yeah. I will hold them at glaive point while she talks to them.
They don't know anything. They were just hired by. They say the dead guy's name is Malleus Grimehouse, and they were hired to come down here and beat up whoever comes down here.
All right. Can we go through his pockets then? See what the hell he might have had on him?
Yes, you can. You find a casket in his pockets.
Same as ours?
Yes.
Similar to the ones we have?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm stealing that too.
All right.
Are you going to open it up?
Yes.
So you open it up. Again, light comes out. Same elf pops out in light, and you hear from below Moran Zerban to atop Luskin. My loyal Grimehouse, an enemy of mine. And you hear the name. I shouldn't have deleted that name.
Control Z.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, an enemy of mine named Callister is visiting the Yawning Portal tonight. I want you to offer your services to them. They may prove useful in my search of the Vault of Dragons. Be aware they have their own rivals inside the tavern. Adventurers who would prove to be a thorn on my side. Watch out for them.
Okay, so there's multiple factions here, and they have similar capabilities. It seems like we have to get a beat on who these people are.
Name again?
Callister is
the dead dude is Malleus Grimehouse.
Yeah.
Grimehouse.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Malleus Grimehouse. And then Callister is the guy he was told to watch out for.
I guess your Elvish might be a little rusty. You don't know if it was his personal name or just the name of who he worked for that was being referenced.
Right.
Okay.
Callister may be just the employer of whoever
we killed.
No, this was someone that you killed was working with temporarily.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
So Nula works for Zarban Zord.
Yeah. Zarban Zobin, yeah.
Yeah, who is, if you assume that is the elf that gave her the message, the drow, the same drow Malleus Grimehouse works for.
Okay.
Who has another enemy who he said to watch out for, but also work for that person. So there was that person
that should infiltrate his ranks.
Yes. And that changeling that attacked you and ran away, you can maybe assume that is related to the Callisters somehow.
Okay. So there's a faction war going on here, and they're trying to infiltrate each other at the same time, trying to get some artifact that's in this building. Yep. If it's not our bottle, it's something else, and we should maybe West Durnan.
And every message from the caskets has started with from the bottom of Maranzaban to atop Luskin. stated by a drow.
Moranzabon to atop Luskin. Okay.
If I'm pronouncing that right, let me double check.
Yeah.
Menzo Berenzin.
Menzo Berenzin. Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds like it's a place.
MENZOBARRENZN. Holly, you would know that this is an drow city in the Underdark.
Okay.
You also know that this is the symbol on the bottle is Menzo Berenzin in nature.
Okay.
Okay, so we have some evidence. We have a bit of home with us. Oh boy! All right.
So Yagra is, I think you said that you were healing her, so she's stabilized.
She should be up with one.
Yeah, when she gets up groggily, she says, she kind of jolts up and she says, "Reiner attacked me."
I don't think it was Reiner.
It wasn't Reiner.
Yeah, it wasn't really him.
We hit him and he changes
It
shape
was a changeling tiefling.
of something of some kind. Was he acting strange at all tonight?
No, he was. I mean, he was charming. He was mingling. It was weird that he was heckling you guys a lot.
Was that him?
Him, and then I noticed that he was kind of egging other people on to shout stuff on stage.
See. More like Smelda, huh? Okay. I wonder if that means that he's been captured again.
You would, I guess, Holly, you might know that a changeling doesn't need to capture someone to turn into them.
Mm-hmm.
This might have been just someone trying to prey on someone you could trust. But also inside Grimehouse's bag, you guys find 3 potions of vitality. It seems like he was some sort of apprentice alchemist. That's how he was able to set the fire. And he didn't get a chance to use it. You find a wand of magic missile with...
Ooh, baby.
Yeah. So,
I want the wand.
Yeah,
so you
definitely
can
use the wand.
add that to your character sheet, and then you guys can do whatever you want with the potions of vitality.
Stash them. Potions of vitality, that's like extra life, right?
It prevents, it cures exhaustion and disease and poison.
Yeah.
And when you drink it for the next 24 hours, when you roll a hit die, you don't roll it, you just gain the max.
Yeah.
So I don't know if like each of you wants to get a potion of vitality, and then Holly instead of that gets the wand. However you guys want to handle it.
That works.
The right way to do it.
We're in the preference of time. We're gonna kind of bring things to a close. So, you guys come back up. The guards come in. They're gonna deal with the bandits. You guys, if you want, you can share what you know with 3 strings and
Harper's Guild.
Yeah, and they'll tell you that the Harpers and the Force Grey both owe you a debt.
Nice.
You look around. Let's say you spent like 20 minutes looking around. You there's no sign of the changeling. They got away clean.
Okay.
But I guess if you're mulling over, you're talking about what to do with the bottle. 3 String says, what did every casket start with as a message? In
From
Elvish,
below.
say it again.
Below,
Marzipan.
Marzipan. Yeah, we'll say marzipan.
From
Yeah.
below Marzipan to the top
Luskin.
of
Luskin.
Yeah.
yeah.
Does anyone say that while trying to open the bottle?
Yes.
Okay. Do you say it in Elvish? Do you know Elvish?
If the bottle, like the caskets themselves, was saying it in Elvish, I can repeat it in Elvish.
Okay. So when you open up the bottle, you hear nothing comes out, but you see a faint wisp come out, and it works its way into your ear. And what you hear is JB, stop. Manshun plans to abduct Neverember's brat, stop. Rumors of embezzled gold in the DV substantiated, stop. Stone of Galore is key of keys, stop.
All right. You're gonna have to say that again.
I'll share it in chat after we're done.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy night.
Yeah, 2 fights, a play,
Yeah.
some deaths.
You guys have some things to ponder, and then you'll make your way back home, I guess, whenever you're done. And that's where we'll end here. You guys, you earned some stuff. Alu, you have a permanent cat friend.
Yay!
And we'll catch everyone on the next session. Thanks for playing with us, everyone.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Get a long rest now so I can max out my...
Yes.